There we go. Hi, Sitara. Welcome. Sorry, that took me a bit to figure out music situation. Hello, Seven. Hello, Kyle. Or not Kyle. Sitara. Otter. Seven. Welcome. Hold on. I gotta turn down the music's so fucking loud. Okay. There we go. Okay. Music is not loud. Jay, if I was allergic to bananas, could we still be friends? Wait, what are you? If you were allergic to bananas, that'd be crazy. I guess, Sitara, since it's something that you can't control. Oh, shit. Hold on. I gotta... Where is it? Where is my Amongi thing? Hold on. Where is it? Oh, there it is. 3D. This is the second time I've gotten sick after eating bananas. I don't know if it's an allergy or a mindset thing, though. Oh my god, no! I was worried this would impact our friendship. It's okay, Sitara. Since it's something that you can't control, then it's fine. Oh my gosh. Hi, Bowen. How are you? Hi, baby. No need to worry. Virtual reality. You could get it for free. I don't want to see Matt's live because I'm busy tonight. I'm not gonna try and develop my character anymore. You know what? Fair enough, Sitara. That's fair. I haven't seen I have not seen Happy Feet 2. That is yeah, I haven't seen it. Adam and I finally watched Happy Feet 2. Oh, how was that? How was Happy Feet 2? Hopefully it was a good time. Is the music loud enough? It seems like it's not loud enough anymore. Okay, should be fine now. It was good. Good to hear. Happy to hear that. Hopefully y'all had a good time. Yeah, I haven't seen Happy Feet 2. It's been a really long time since I have watched Happy Feet 1. And then I think when Happy Feet 2 came out, I just wasn't really into watching movies at the time. Like, I was probably in school. The little kid saying, like, Idina Menzel! Gotta watch it then? Is it good? Was it a good time? Yeah, I guess it just came out at a weird time for me. When did it come out? Happy Feet 2. When did it come out? It came out in 2011. So yeah, I was in high school. And I probably had no interest in watching those. Wasn't like a must watch, but it's a good time. Okay, so it's like, you know, it's a bop. It's still a bop. Excuse me. Hopefully, maybe I'll watch it. I have too many movies to watch right now. Just too many. Like, there's a couple movies that have been on my... Like, I still haven't seen Thunderbolts in theaters. And I'm usually a Marvel girl. I'm usually, like... I usually watch Marvels on release, but... I didn't watch this one this time around. And I specifically have too many movies to watch. Too many movies! I mean, that means you always have something to do. That means you always have a thing to watch or something to do together. Max said Thunderbolts is really good. Okay. I am curious about it. I'm curious about it because apparently it's the best Marvel film in this phase. Like the best Marvel movie in a long time. Interesting. I want to know. I'm curious. I'm very, very curious because, like, I've heard rumblings. And it's just like, we'll see. I guess we'll see. I'm wondering if it holds true, basically. I don't know. It's on my to watch, but like I haven't been I haven't been paying super close attention to the MCU, so excuse me. I'm trying to make a list of Adam in my movies. Ooh. Sorry, I have to answer that question. I had to clean out my keyboard today, chat. I was very annoyed by it. My keyboard was not working last night, so I had to take it apart completely and put it back together. But now it seems like it's working just fine. And it seems like it's more clacky than before. It seems like it's extra clacky. There is an ad about to start, chat. There's an ad about to start, so just letting you know. We need to watch Matilda, Mamma Mia, Oliver and Co, and Avatar. Wait, Avatar... Oh, the show! Not like the movie. You haven't seen the whole show? Okay, Avatar The Last Airbender is by far one of my favorite shows of all time. Like, it is the perfect show. Only seen the first season. Oh, man. I think that's hard. The second season's really good, but the third season's pretty high up there. It was a long time ago I saw it. Oh, interesting, interesting. I was watching with Kaya, but we took a break and never got back to it. Oh, I see, I see. Yeah, you gotta watch it. Like, Avatar The Last Airbender, the show, is like... It's goated. It is goated. It's one of my favorite shows. It's one of my favorite shows, like, of all time. But you do have to watch the entire show to get the complete experience. But, like, it is the perfect show. Like, if the only content you consume of Avatar The Last Airbender is those 3 seasons, like, you're golded. Like, it is a perfect show. Korra is okay. Like, a lot of people hate Korra, but a lot of people like Korra. I find myself straddling the middle. The writing isn't as tight in Korra as it is in Avatar The Last Airbender. Which is why I'm curious if the new Avatar The Last Airbender is going to be any good. Because that's in, like, pre-production right now. Is all of that. So, we'll see. Korra is still worth watching? Yes, it is still worth watching, but there's some things... there are some things that people have problems with the... And I don't know if they're necessarily, like... how do I describe Korra? Like, I think the character development of Korra is still very good. It's just there's certain plot points that aren't as well written as Atla. Worse than Atla does not mean explicitly bad. Yeah, I think there are definitely certain problems with Korra though. But I still think it's good. It's just like there's some things where I'm like, this could have been written better, you know? Like, it's like, canceling Korra for being problematic, can you imagine? All canceled, done. Get out of here. Get out of here. No more. No more. Yeah, I think it's still a worthwhile show. I still think it's worth watching. It's just like, if you were only to watch the first 3 seasons of Atla, the only 3 seasons of Atla, it's like chef's kiss. Like, it's very well done. It's very well written. Like, it's just so good. And the fact that it's like a kid's show, right? It's like, man, like it hits on so many different subject matters. I'm just like, I'm a fan. I'm a fan. I like Korra a lot. So, so how is everyone's doing? How is everyone's Friday? I hope everyone's had a good Friday so far. Today we'll be playing. I guess I'll move to this screen. We'll be playing... Oh, I can move that. I guess I can move this. Like, this can, like go here or something. There we go. It's like a sticker. There we go. My Friday was okay. It's been a very... I think it's seasonal depression. It's probably seasonal depression that's hitting me, but it's okay. It is what it is. I am super exhausted But hopefully... hopefully it'll be fine. Hold on, I gotta answer this message. There we go. Okay. I got my election pay. It was less than I calculated. Aw, that's too bad. You know what? I hate it when it's like less than you thought it would be. Like that's me with like my bonuses. It's like, man, that is so much less than I thought it would be because of taxes. But it is what it is at the end of the day. I don't think they counted Monday as a stat holiday. Oh, I see. Is there anyone that you can talk to about that? Oh, I guess because you're technically not a full-time worker. So it's technically not stat pay. I think that's like the, not loophole. I think that's how like it's written. Is you only get, and like stat pay is only given when you work full-time for at least 3 months or something like that. I think that's how that law works. Yeah, that is unfortunate. That is unfortunate. I'm sorry too, Bowen. Got full overtime for the Friday? Oh, interesting. So I wonder why... I wonder why. Yeah, because as when I worked at Buffalo Wild Wings, that's how I know it worked. Is that if you don't work full-time for at least 3 months, you don't get stat pay on the stat holidays that you work until after you've been working there for 3 months. Because you're not considered full-time. Because like I think that's how it's written, is to prevent people from like only working the holidays for stat pay and then quitting right after. Like there's like an incentive to have people like work full-time to get that stat pay. I don't know exactly. It's been a while since I've worked hourly pay. It's been a while. It has been 10 years-ish since I've worked an hourly pay job. So I don't know if I'm just talking out of my ass, but I remember there being some sort of policy about that with when I worked at Buffalo Wild Wings. So excuse me. So we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, how was everyone's Friday? I hope everyone's had a good Friday so far. Matt will be joining me today on stream as usual for these Ace Attorney streams. I don't know if we'll stream for a full, like, normally I try to stream longer, but we'll see. My throat is still kind of like I'm still like I'm not sick, but I'm still coughing like crazy and I'm still mucusy. I don't know if you can tell, so we'll see how long that I can stream today. We shall see. So yeah, 7, I got my water here. I got my water, I got my halls in case I need it. And I got... That's pretty much it. I haven't eaten dinner yet. I did have a big lunch, though, so I should be fine. But I didn't eat dinner yet. I have to make rice. Rice is on my to make list for my dinner tonight. Well, oh, I have lemon. I have lemon and vanilla flavored halls. Vanilla flavored halls was new. I've never seen vanilla flavored halls before, so I had to get it. And so, yeah, they make vanilla halls. It's pretty good. It takes like some getting used to, but it's pretty good. I think it's pretty high up. Like I like it more than cherry, but it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I guess I can take a picture of it when I whatchamacallit, when I have a moment. But yeah, it's like in like a brownish yellow bag. I don't know how else to describe it. But I saw it and I was like, ooh, I've never seen this flavor before. And so I grabbed it. Cause yeah, I hadn't seen that flavor. So yeah. So I have that. And then hopefully we'll be all set to go. I'm hoping by tomorrow that my cough goes away. That would be really nice. Because I'm sick and tired of coughing. I'm very, like, it's just frustrating me. Like, today, I felt, like, I didn't feel sick, but I was, like, lying down in bed. Because I was like, oh my god. Blake, did I not show it to you? I thought I showed it to you, Blake. I swear that I showed. I thought. Did I mix you? No, I thought I showed it to you. I thought I showed you a picture of it. Did I not show you a picture of it, Blake? Well, then I have to change that. I have to. I thought I did though. Did I not? You showed me an in progress version a long time ago. I thought I sent you the full version. Like in my head, I was like, yeah, Blake knows what it looks like. Okay, well, I guess I'll change that. I guess I will change that. Okay, well, Blake is texting while driving. No texting while driving, Blake. And talking VC. No texting and driving. Don't do it, Blake. I'm gonna stab you with a friggin' carrot. Multitasking. Okay, well, I'll change that, Blake. I thought for some reason in my head, Blake, I was like, I've shown Blake the full picture. In my head, I was like, yeah, I showed Blake the full thing. Like, Blake's known for forever. I always tell Blake this. And speeding! No speeding! I swear to God. I'm gonna hurt you. If you're not first, you're last. Blake offends me because I'm legally barred from driving, but he's a much bigger risk. Blake! I swear to God. Oh my God. Stop it. Don't even reply to this. Just hear me friggin' be mad at you. Just hear me be mad. We should take the cars. He's laughing right now. Good. He's not allowed to reply. If I see him reply in this and turn them into trains. True. I'll apply whenever I want. I swear to God, Blake. Whatever. Oh, Matt's in the VC. Okay, we'll bring Matt in here. All right, there's Matt. Hi, Matt.
Hi.
Hello. Happy Friday. Woohoo! How are you, how are you, Matt? How was your day?
I'm okay.
Okay.
I didn't do much.
Fair. Valid. It's one of those days.
I spent the entire day playing 100 line.
Oh, how was that?
It's good.
Very nice, very nice. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, but I did not do much else.
Fair enough. Very fair. The game has like 100 endings. I don't want to see it. The fact that oh
I was not gonna
gosh.
get it at first. I honestly I did not have faith. Because like they put so much into it, but like the fact that like it's a strategy game, and I was like I've neither of these guys have made strategy games before. Like, like is it gonna be good? Like I definitely thought like and they were like, oh, we bet our whole studio on this. We're super deep in debt.
Oh no! Wait, actually? Oh yes. My God! What?
Yeah, they were like, we're deep in debt. If this game doesn't sell, like it's Jover.
Oh no, that's so sad.
And I was like, this thing's destined to fail. And then it comes out and it gets like insanely good reviews. I'm like, okay. I guess I'm gonna get. And then like I read one review and it's like, yeah. The first review I read was like, this should not exist.
Oh, what?
And the reviewer was like, I read Umineka, which is another very long visual novel, in 80 hours when the How Long to Beat is 120.
Oh.
It took that guy 133 hours.
Oh my
to
God.
get every ending.
133 hours?
So it might be like 200 hours long.
Oh my God.
And then I was just like, okay.
Oh my God.
And then I was like, I immediately went and folded and bought the special edition.
That's crazy. Oh my God.
I had already started playing Infinity, so once I had finished Infinity, I would have played every relevant, like, there's a couple like ones I haven't played, but every relevant Uchikoshi and Kodaka game. Like, I might as well see the culmination of their work.
Fair enough. Fair enough. That's funny. Oh my gosh. I didn't know that they went into, like, major debt for it. That's crazy.
Yeah, they had to get funding from Aniplex.
Oh, Aniplex. I see. You're welcome, Seven.
But apparently the game is, apparently the game is selling really well, but also they might still be too far in debt.
Oh, that's sad.
We'll see. We'll see.
Oh, that's sad. Oh, that's depressing. At least you're having fun with it.
Wait, did Vanillaware actually die? I didn't hear about that.
Rip Vanillaware is right. They did. Hi, Aether. How are you? They're broke, but they'll be fine.
They got Atlas funding. It's okay.
Nah, fair enough. They got that money. Good try on the gamble, Aether. How are you? Happy Friday. I hope you're well. Came up with it myself, sir. Anyway, you can use it to analyze the video footage. Okay, chat, those that... Oh, sorry, what was that, Matt?
No, you go first.
I was about to say, for those that need to catch up, a quick review of what happened. This guy is a bad guy, and his dog killed the guy, probably. We don't know how yet. But, yeah. Bye, have a good lurk, Bowen. Just relaxing? Nice, Aether. Very nice. So, yeah, that's the review. That's the review of what's going on right now. Nice gamble, 7. All right, want me to talk to you through how to use it, sir? What?
I'm supposed to do gumshoe.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. You got to do gumshoe. Okay, hold on. Watch there be no other lions after this.
Yes.
All right, sure. Why not? If you could run me through its functions, detective, that would be most appreciated.
Yes, sir. So basically, you just gotta do what you always do. Examine anything that catches your eye.
And I can examine things with X, I see.
Next up, see the controls at the bottom of the screen?
Mm-hmm.
The panels on the left and right let you rewind or fast forward. And you can use the middle one to pause. Get used to those and you're golden, sir.
Okay. Seems I can also press R to fast forward or L to rewind footage. Okay. Okay, shirt says boss. That's like Blake. That's true. It is a Blake reference. Blake, there's a U reference in this game. It's crazy. I can press A to pause. Okay.
When the video is paused, you can go to the previous frame with L and the next frame with R.
Okay.
We're just reading out instructions. Or you use the same control panels I showed you earlier. Lastly, I better explain how to zoom in.
Zoom in. It is a U reference.
Just line up the old cursor with the area you want to take a look at. And use the panel on the bottom right, and little V will do the rest.
Little V.
It's got those 2 expanding arrows right on it. Can't miss it, sir.
It appears I can zoom in by pressing Y, too. Okay.
By the way, even when you're zoomed in, you can still examine stuff, just like regular view. Also, you can make use of the previous and next frame to get a good look at what's really happening. Only thing you can't do when you're zoomed in is play the footage, so there's that.
I see. And how do I zoom out again?
Just use the panel on the lower right again, sir. See how it's gone from expanding to collapsing arrows on there? That's because you're zoomed in. And that about sums it up. Now let's fire little V up for real. Remember, just examine anything that catches your eye and you'll do fine.
Thanks, Gumshoe. The footage from Knight's holding cell. Other than the victim being attacked by the dog, I can't see what else might show us. But I suppose we're wrong. What would we could be looking at instead? Could the person in the footage be someone other than Knight? And if so, could whatever is attacking them be something else too? Oh gosh. Hi, HM! Thank you for the raid! Oh my goodness. Welcome, raiders. How are you, HM? How was your day? Thanks for shouting out HM7. Dark Souls? How is Dark Souls? How is that game? That is a game. That is a game. It's a difficult game. How was it? Are you enjoying it? Dark Souls is one of those games where I feel like if I was a different person, I would like it, kind of deal. It just seems like it's too difficult for me. Oh, you beat it! Oh, shit. That's sick. Welcome, Raiders. Welcome. I'm here with Matt. Matt's
Hi.
here in the voice call. Matt's my babysitter for this game. And we're on case 2, which is crazy. We're still on case 2. But yeah, congratulations on beating the game, HM. That's crazy. Yeah, like that's a big game to finish. We should keep both questions in mind while reviewing the footage. Congratulations. Oh, this is you, Matt.
Oh. You never know what you're gonna see once you start looking at things up close. Check every detail, sir. You'll find something, I'm sure.
Okay. Blake asked me if I'm a bodacious pig, and I don't know what to say. Please help. What? Why is Blake saying that? See, this doesn't look like night. See, I want to zoom in. Zoom. Enhance. Oh, it's like a hat. He's wearing a hat. Enhance. Enhance. The figure is reflected in the mirror here, too. Is that a hat? Say, doesn't that look like the hats the guards wear, sir? Oh, wait, this is Gumshoe. Shit. Frick.
Oh. I didn't notice either.
My...
Oh, jeez. Is that what I think it is?
Have there been any reports of one of the animals attacking the guards recently?
Not that I've heard of.
So this may not be a guard at all, but somebody dressed as one. Perhaps this might shed a little light on the matter of the hat. I didn't really examine this footage for long. This one. Stolen from the guard's locker in detention on March 26th. Oh, Sarah! Thank you for the sub! Hi, Sarah. How are you, my lovely? At rulings, he would never fail. Amen. HM. Amen. But instead of amen, we say HM. There we go, 7. Blessed are we to be in the presence of he. We must bow down and hail. At rulings, he would never fail. HM. There we go. Blake, why are you being mean to Satara? I'm doing good. Never really got into the Ace Attorney games. Fair enough. They're good games. No HM, no no's allowed. Amen. There you go, 7. 7's on it. 7's on it. Is that it? So no guards have reported being attacked by an animal as far as we know. I'm also being mean to Blake. Oh, okay. So it's equal footing is what you're saying, Satara. But we did hear about the guard's spare uniform being stolen. Could the person in the security footage perhaps be someone disguised as a guard? Someone attempting to escape without being noticed.
A guard disguise? I guess it might work. Wait, weren't we just talking about someone?
We were indeed. Someone who seems to have successfully made his escape. If the person in the footage isn't Knight, then the creature may not be a dog either.
You're right, sir. Let's zoom in and check.
What in this footage seems odd? Okay, not a dog? Oh, frick. Maybe it's a cat! It's so small. It's like really small. Can I rewind more?
Yeah.
It's so small. Maybe it's a polar bear. It's like the size of like... It's like a little guy. Wait, that's... I suspect we may have made a critical error of judgment. What we're looking at here is no dog. It's like the polar bear. This animal is... Well, I was gonna think a cat, but maybe it's a bear. That's not a dog. It's a bear. What? So the paw prints from the photo I took were not canine, but ursine. Ooh.
A bear? So could that mean...
Yes, I think it could. After all, who else do we know with such a pet? We had assumed that it was night in the security footage. Well, it was his cell. It's hardly a crazy theory. Perhaps, but now we know about the hole under the bed. It is no longer the only possibility. Whoever had access to the tunnel could very well be the one caught on camera. And who was that, Mr. Edgeworth? Would you care to tell the court who you believe this person to be? The person in the security footage is... this guy, Rocco Carcerado! I believe I know who our guard in disguise is. It is none other than Rocco Carcerado, the prisoner who recently escaped from this facility. I'm confident it's him because he was assigned a polar bear cub as his companion. But the bear in that video is all black. Indeed, and we have the evidence that explains why. The evidence that explains the polar bear's dark... wait, we do? Hold on. Now I could've looked at my evidence! Is it the blood? I want to say it's the blood. Let me look through it. The doggy, I think. This guy? I don't know about that. I want to say it's the blood. He wiped the blood. You mean to tell the court that this somehow explains a white bear became black? Call me a dum-dum, but... what? It's not! It's not!
No.
No.
You don't need to tell me.
I feel like that's the answer, though. Oh, shit. Oh my gosh, Mike Plus Ultra! Oh my goodness. Thank you for the raid! Hi, Mike. How are you? Thank you for the raid. Welcome, raiders. Welcome. Thank you for shouting out Mike7. Thank you. Oh, Yakuza! How is Yakuza? How was that? We're swapping dragons for defense attorneys. Jake Kirsten, prepare for a Yakuza-style investigation. Time to crack this case wide open. Let's solve some crimes and deliver justice Edgeworth style. That's great. I love it. Thank you for the raid. Hi, Mike. How was Yakuza? I hope Yakuza was fun. You know what? Yakuza is a game that, like... okay, it's one of those games where I feel like I would like it outside of it, like, the genre that it's in. Like, for example, I heard that you can, like, play bowling or something. Or, like, you can, like, there's, like, the fun mini games that you can play. Games, yeah. Like, I feel like I would like that, but, like, the actual, like, real gameplay of Yakuza, I feel like I wouldn't... I don't know if I would like it or not. I guess I would have to try it out.
Well, Yakuza Like a Dragon is an RPG.
Oh, is it? Oh.
Yeah.
That Mike was playing. Okay.
Yeah.
Had the coolest fight ever today. It was awesome. Ooh, did you beat it? You beat up the bad guy? Yay! Well, thank you for the raid. I super appreciate it. Raiders, my name is Jay. And I play Ace Attorney pretty much almost every Friday. And I have Matt in the voice call with me.
Hi.
And Matt is my babysitter. That is the title we have christened Matt to make sure I don't mess up my playthrough of Ace Attorney. Like a Dragon is a turn-based RPG, very modern interactive spin on the genre. Oh, maybe I'll... okay, so maybe... you've played the Yakuza games, right, Matt? Have you played them all?
Yes, I have.
Do you think that I would like a Dragon?
I think you would like Zero too.
Oh, okay.
Like everyone says, like start with 0 or start with 7. Those are like those are the two. Yakuza Like a Dragon is Yakuza 7.
Oh, okay.
Or Like a Dragon 7.
I see.
Because the actual name of the series is Like a Dragon.
Oh,
but,
okay.
I think both of those ones are really good. Those are actually my two favorites in the series.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, Monday Fire Emblem, Wednesday Pokemon, and Friday Ace Attorney. I don't understand this. Edgeworth is closed. Ed, I swear. Okay, maybe I'll like, cause like Yakuza, everything I've seen about Yakuza seems like a game that I would like, except outside of like, you know, like the punching people. Like I'm not a punchy people.
You're not like an action gamer?
Yeah, I'm not really an action gamery, but I like the thought of like, for example, the thing that draws me most to it is there's that one building where you can watch cam girls or something, and like there's like, it's like implied that you like jack off to the cam girls. As like a game that adds that in is something that I want to play. Like that screams like, this screams like up my alley, you know? And it's just like, but like I don't want to punch people to get there kind of deal. But I don't know. It's just been something that I feel like I think I would like, but we'll see. You would enjoy either set of Yakuza. I personally recommend 0 because 7 is more hype if you played that at least. Okay, so maybe I'll play 0. You have, yeah, exactly, Mike. Then it's decided I should play Yakuza 0. Oh, he never kills anybody? Is he like Batman like that? Because Batman never kills anybody.
He's kind of like that.
Okay. Why, Sitara? What is Blake doing? He never killed a man and never killed a guy. Kinda? Okay, I see. Just like real life, you fight other men and then you become friends. Oh, okay. The time of friendship is punching people and everything. He's recounting how bad he is at driving. Tell Blake that I'm gonna yell at him. Okay, what is the thing that makes him... Is it the tunnel? Is that why he's all like dirty? The dark fur. It must be the dirt, right? He's listening. Go ahead. Blake, you need to stop being dangerous on the road. I will punch you. Well, thank you for the raid, Mike, and thank you, raiders, for coming in with the raid. I super appreciate it. Hopefully y'all had a good time in Mike's stream. Yeah, I guess Yakuza will be higher up on my list, probably. The court somehow expect. Wait, okay, it's not that he's digging a hole. Okay, that's bullshit. No. Okay, well. Why is the bear black? The bear's dark fur. A sweet scent can be detected. A sullied after being worn by sweat. Mud pack treatment. Is it mud pack? It must be that. If you like shirtless men, you like Yakuza. I do enjoy shirtless men.
It does have a lot of that.
It must be the mud pack. Is it okay, Matt, before I present this evidence and frick it up further, is it the mud pack?
It is.
It is this one? Okay.
Yeah.
Hi, Tortuga! How are you? Happy Friday. Shirtless Buffman. Okay, that's a good clarification. Very good clarification. That's the rubber glove I dropped. Would you care to explain why it's so dirty? Oh, of course. That's mud from one of the pet treatments I've been practicing. I was giving one of the animals a mud pack right when the incident happened. I see. Around what time would this have been? Let's see. The show had already started, so around 9 a.m. perhaps. Okay. I'm good. How is everyone doing? Good, Tortuga. Doing very good. The thing is, the more mud I applied, the more in the zone I got, and the darker the animal's fur became. There's no trance quite like the trance one enters when one slathers an animal with thick black mud. While the circus performance was underway, he was giving one of the animals a mud pack treatment. And that animal could have been, indeed, our polar bear. Oh. Mr. Edgeworth, your latest assertion simply introduces yet another contradiction. The footage from the security camera... I fully understand, Your Honor, and your doubts are entirely justified. Mr. Sawit mentioned applying the mud pack while the circus performance was underway. And this does indeed introduce a new contradiction concerning the security footage. It does? Yes. Let's put it this way. When would you expect the footage to have been recorded, Kay? If it was taken right after he applied the mud pack treatment, it should have been around 9 a.m. In which case, something isn't right about the footage. Really? What's that? What time does it show? Well, let's see, chat. Let's see. It's at like 6 in the morning. It's like early. Mr. Sawit, said he administered this treatment around 9 a.m. In which case, the security footage should have also shown around 9 a.m. However, the timestamp says 6:42 a.m. On the day of the murder, the prisoners all went out to the yard to watch the circus. All except 3. Mr. Canis, who remained in his cell in maximum security. Mr. Sawit, who was administering a mud pack treatment in the workshop. And Rocco Carcerado, who had been awaiting that precise moment to put his escape plan into action. I believe he entrusted the bear to Mr. Sawit before entering the tunnel. Oh, look how cute look how small he is! He's so tiny and small. And the bear then slipped out of Mr. Sawit's grasp to run after its human. Hi, Frisk, how are you? Mr. Sawit would have then left the workshop to pursue the bear, at which point he saw Mr. Canis's dog retrieving the murder weapon from Knight's body. It all fits perfectly, except for the security footage, which should have been recorded around 9 a.m. However, the timestamp is 3 hours off. But why would the timestamp be wrong? Detective, I would like you to have the security camera examined. Right away, please. Bye, Gumshoe. Ooh. There you go, Matt. Your time to shine.
Sorry. I'm back, sir. I just talked to the guards and... Seems like the time codes can slip on these cameras if they lose power.
What?
They're pretty old, sir. Guess the clock stops when the power's off.
Which would mean that the power was off for approximately 3 hours at some point. Interesting. Okay.
That's not all, sir. You remember how Knight denied stealing the keys? No one believed him considering, well, you know, he seemed kind of like the only suspect. Turns out, wasn't all he said. He said he was knocked out cold, just like the other guy.
Which may not necessarily have been a lie. Darlings, there you are. How goes the investigation? Is there anything I can do to help things along? Actually, there might be something you can do, Warden Lagarde. The escapee, Mr. Carcerado. I believe he still may be on the premises. He is disguised as a guard. Here's the proof, should you need it. We're reasonably certain that the person captured on this tape is our man. And if I am correct, he might even be right here in the room with us now. Ooh. Hey, Mr. Carcerado would have been wearing a bracelet, right? Yes, a bracelet could easily be hidden under the sleeves of his stolen uniform. Furthermore, the doors out to the prison proper don't have those sensors that detect bracelets installed. So if he avoided doors with sensors, he could simply wait for an opportunity to finally make his escape. Well, yes, I suppose he could. He'd just have to avoid the workshops and the cells and... Oh my. He's one of you, isn't he? He's right here now. Oh, look. It's the polar bear. Look, it's Teddy. Oh, that's him. Hey, paws off. Get your mitts off of me, you big palooka. Thank you, Teddy. Very kind of you to confirm our suspicions. He's so cute. I love him. Dang it, kid. If it wasn't for you, I'd... What a thing is to be loved, huh, Mr. Carcerado? I'm almost envious. Guards, apprehend this man. A moment, if you will. I have some questions for our would-be escapee. If we are to learn the truth, I need to speak with him. With your permission, of course. I can hardly say no now, can I? Well, come on then. Hit me with your best shot. Mr. Carcerado's escape route led directly into Knight's cell. so it's highly possible he has something to offer. Tell me, what were you doing on the day Mr. Knight's body was discovered? Yeah, what were you... I don't think he's the killer. I don't think he did it. I think he just wanted to leave. So it's you guys, huh? You're the ones who found my secret getaway tunnel. You know how long it took me to dig that freaking thing? I had me a guard's uniform, a hole dug, and a plan in place. So when I went on the day, you found the guy. But then this little guy just had to come in right after me. The sack of fur was covered in mud, too. Had to go back to our cell. Oh, interesting. I would have gotten away with it if somebody had an off night and brought you bums down here. You claim to have dug that tunnel just now. How exactly did you do it? How? Used everything I could get my hands on, see? Hammers, spoons, you name it. Spent every dime I had on this cockamamie fixer. And what do I got to show for it now, huh? Do not be disheartened, friend. Tomorrow's another day. There's an outside chance Mr. Carcerado and Knight met face to face just before Knight's death. I should see what other details I can extract from him. Alright, let's see. You guys, huh? Okay, press. The tunnel... Shut up! You would you be telling to hold it? The tunnel you said... I don't know! You don't know nothing! You don't know what I had to do! Had to come crawling to the fixer monk. Had to grovel to Koto day and day and day after. How are you gonna give me back the hours, huh? The days! The months! I can't get a word in edgewise. You should have never stuck your noses in my tunnel. Never! You know how long it took me to dig that freaking thing? How long did it take you? So the tunnel was all your own work? Every inch! You see anybody else in my cell when you was there, That's quite an effort, even for an athlete. Yeah, now that I think of it, that's an insane amount of digging for one guy. Yeah, well, you don't even know the half of it, kid. But it ain't like I had a choice. Trust nobody and don't get caught. Them's the rules a con's gotta live by. Huh? You know, the rules of being a great thief are pretty similar. Okay, I'd rather you didn't start sympathizing with the suspect. I was just joking, Mr. Edgeworth. It ain't no sticking joke to me. You punks owe me. Had me a guard's uniform, a hole dug, and a plan in place, so I went for it the day if you found the guy. The uniform, was that from the fixer too? Uh-huh, sure was. Heard he had something on one of the guards. Had the guy swipe it from a pal's locker. And you were wearing it when you were crawling through the tunnel? Nope. Would've got dirt on it. Had to hold on to it until I got into the holding cell. But once I was out of there and all dressed up, opened the cell door, should have been a piece of cake. Here we go, I thinks. Freedom beckons. And then the furball here jumps up at me. Oh, it's so sad. Which would be the moment captured on camera. I see. I'd be grateful if you could add that to your testimony. Once I was out of that tunnel and all dressed up... Okay. That's that. Let's see. Opening the cell door should have been a piece of cake, you say? Sure. Anything seems easy after dragging yourself through a hole in the ground. And you're familiar with the layout of the detention center, even though you live in the prison? Well, why wouldn't I be? It ain't like I never been there before. If he's familiar with the detention center, then he'd surely be aware that unlike the doors of the main prison, the holding cells are locked with actual keys. And I'm sure Mr. Carcerado would have needed that particular piece of evidence to make his escape. But then this little guy just had to come right after me. Aww. When was it that you realized you were being pursued? Right when I got out of the tunnel. Right when I thought I was home free. Ah! You didn't notice anything before that? When you were in the tunnel, perhaps? Nah, he wasn't around. I made sure of it. Knew the little guy would have been all over me like a rash if he had been. I was so close. I could smell it. And there he was, the little bum. Hey, don't you think you're being a little mean to your friend? Poor Teddy. I mean, nothing. He rumbled me last time, and now he's rumbled me again. Kid's all over me. What am I supposed to do? Coming after me yesterday was bad enough. The sack of fur covered in mud, too. Had to go back to our cell. You didn't consider trying to escape with Teddy? What if I coulda, but all that mud would have given us away. Chances to break out of the slammer don't exactly grow on trees, pal. When one comes along, you just gotta do it right. Foiled by the one who loves him most, it's almost tragic. There's an outside chance Mr. Carcerado and Knight met face to face just before his murder. I should listen carefully to each of his statements and looked over the evidence we have. Okay. Let's see. Once I was out of the tunnel all dressed up, open the cell should have been a piece of cake. It's probably this. Oh goodness. Roxas! Thank you for the sub! Shut up and take my money! Oh, Roxas, stop! Thank you for the sub, Roxas. How are you? How was your day? Welcome to stream. Are you home from work, Roxas? Are you home today? I went to wash my car. Ooh, how was that? Had today off. Ooh, very nice. Very nice. You got a lot of stuff done? A guard was attacked and his keys, including the one night cell, were stolen. They have yet to be recovered. Okay, Matt, I'm gonna ask, is this the piece of evidence that I present on this piece of dialogue? Am I on the right path? I lurk cause food. Have a good lurk, Roxas. Thank you again for the sub. I appreciate you.
That is correct.
Okay. I was right. You claim that leaving the holding cell would have been a piece of cake, as you put it. Yeah, you got a problem with that? Because we can make it a problem if you catch my drift. Even once you had reached Knight's cell, you still had another door to contend with. How exactly did you plan on opening it? Mr. Carcerado, I posit that leaving the cell would have been a piece of cake only because you had the key. I don't got no stinking key. I didn't need one. It was a piece of cake because the door was open. I just walked right out. Yes, I suppose Knight's cell was vacant by that point. There would have been no reason to lock it. And it was indeed unlocked when I went to examine it for myself. So perhaps when you finally succeeded today, it truly was unlocked because it was after the murder. But you had attempted to escape previously. Yeah, the security footage shows when you tried and failed because Teddy caught you. Which was during the circus performance before the body was discovered. The holding cell was still locked at the time because no one knew that Knight had been killed yet. Therefore, you must have had the key to his cell on you. Without it, your escape would not have been possible. Are you saying he could really have... I believe he could, yes. The theft of the keys was in fact perpetuated none other than... Mr. Carcerado! He is the one who attacked the guard. But not just the guard, Knight too! All to gain possession of the guard's keys. It wasn't me, you lousy bum. I didn't even know this Knight guy. After you stole the keys, you went back to your cell to avoid suspicion. And then you waited for the perfect moment to escape. A moment when the prison would be almost deserted. That's right, the moment of the show, just before the discovery of the body. Unluckily for you, that particular attempt was thwarted by your furry friend. Ooh. Huh? Who says who, huh? You got proof, genius? This ain't your win yet. Nuh-uh. Knight knocked the guard out for the count, and everybody knows it. But how do you know that? Don't play games with me. Knight was as much a victim as the guard in this case. As a matter of fact, I have proof that Knight had been attacked in his cell. Oh, you do? I mean, I do. Knight had been attacked in his cell. No, not that. Knight attacked in his cell. What could must be one of these first things, no? There's also a small cut on his scalp from when he suffered a blow to the head. A sweet scent can be detected. Is it the small cut on his scalp? No? Not that. Not that. Not that. They open the doors and animals detected. Prisoners are not allowed to move freely. The victim's body had not been found at the time of the 7 a.m. roll call. (7 a.m., noon, and 9 p.m.) The victim's body had not been found at the time of the 7 a.m. roll call. That's interesting. Is it the blood on his cell? It is. Okay. The blood! We found traces of Knight's blood on the cleanly wiped floor of his cell. What could possibly explain such a thing other than him having been attacked? And it was you who attacked him. You ambushed the both of them and stole the keys. Ah! Why I oughta... What's with you, huh? That newspaper wiped that blood up good. Ain't no way you should have found it. Okay, but why did you think you had to wipe it up anyway? If they had checked Knight in the guard's hands, they would have seen those two never came to blows. But that blood give up the whole game. Ain't no way they don't figure out there was a third man in the ring. Plus, once they started sniffing around on the floor, they found the tunnel in a heartbeat. So you wiped the blood up by yourself a little more time, so you could wait for a better opportunity? Sadly, the opportunity you sought wasn't good enough to get you clear of the prison, it seems. Now, hand over the keys. Oh, he's like getting... Oh. Oh no, Teddy! KO'd by a lousy, stinking bum! Fine, you want keys? Here, I hope you choke on them. Yay! We found the keys. Oh. Wait a moment. If Mr. Carcerado here had the keys... Indeed, Your Honor. Your theory relies on Knight having used the keys he allegedly stole to escape his cell. That was the only way he could have been able to enter Mr. Saint's cage and be moved to the workshop. Unfortunately for you, we now know that the theory cannot possibly be true. Aye!
No!
Guess this changes things up a bit, yeah? Now, the only person who could have moved Knight's body is the one person who knew about that tunnel. No! You gotta be freaking... Oh, this is you.
Mr. Carcerado, you're under arrest. Come quickly now, pal.
Wait, you got the wrong guy. I didn't do nothing. Hi, Cereal. Cereal, did the stickers come in today? That's so exciting. Ooh, that's super exciting. Have you used one yet? Or are you just hanging on to them for now? Alright, fine. I knocked those two chumps out and I stole the keys. But after that, I went right back to my cell and waited for my moment. Next time I went to Knight's cell, there was nobody around. And I mean nobody. Plus, his body was found in the workshop. You think I just magicked my way in there or something? One definitely needs to go on the laptop. Ooh, that's so exciting. I'm so happy that you got it. You got them really fast, too. You got them super fast. Indeed, you only had the keys to Knight's cell. You couldn't have left your own cell back in the prison. But Mr. Canis's dog could. Whoa. It was not you, but Helmut who moved the body from your cell to the workshop. I get it now. You're saying he wasn't the only con in this conspiracy. Indeed, one can easily imagine that Mr. Carcerado and Mr. Canis might have worked together. Mr. Carcerado could have killed Knight and dragged him back to his cell.
And then, Mr. Canis's dog could have took him there... Wait, I can't read. Mr. Canis's dog took him from where... Oh my god, I can't read this.
It's hard to read out loud. It's definitely difficult.
Mr. Canis's dog took him from there to the workshop.
You got there eventually. There's no restrictions on the animal's movements within the prison. Movement between the detention center and the prison proper, however, is tightly controlled. There's only one possible route, and only you could have taken advantage of Mr. Carcerado. How could you be so sure, huh? Maybe there's more of them, and you just don't know. Something tells me that digging even a single tunnel was arduous enough. You got that right. You try scraping more than one hole in the dirt with a spoon. Hi, Pokemon girl. How are you? Happy Friday. Lucky for me, I didn't have to dig the whole way. Somebody already did a bunch of the work for me. What? You didn't dig the entire tunnel yourself? Nope. Found it when they put me in that cell. Oh. Ran all the way from there to, it ran all the way from there to the well in the yard already. Even I looked down the well to check it from there. It was the same tunnel, all right. I just made it good on what somebody else had already started. Oh, interesting. I'm going to have a picnic. Oh, that's exciting, Pokemon girl. Ooh, happy picnicking. That's super fun. When's your birthday, Pokemon girl? Then what was the original tunnel for? Who knows? You're the only one with the answers, pal. Maybe somebody else tried to break out. Oh, or maybe the animals dug it. Like, to get the water from the well or something. I heard more plausible scenarios than that in my B-grade movies, Kay. Hi, Mountain Dew. How are you? Well's dry, kid. Ain't no water to be had down there. Though, come to think of it. A smell. Yeah, I always smelled kind of nice down there. Nice? Gee, I don't know. It smelled sort of like dessert, I guess. A sweet scent. That sounds very familiar. Where did we come across? On the glove! No, not this. On this? There's something that smells sweet. A sweet scent can be detected. This one. He's fine. How are you? I'm doing good, Mountain Dew. Detective Gumshoe noticed a sweet smell when we were examining Knight's body. With the help of a police dog, we followed the scent to the body and traced its route back through the prison. And that, Mr. Carcerado, was how we found your tunnel. Could that be the same sweet scent, be what you noticed coming from the well? Very clever, Mr. Edgeworth. You mean to suggest that this evidence of the body having been moved through the tunnel? I do. Furthermore, Mr. Carcerado, you are the only person who could have done it. Nobody else had access. You have our thanks, Mr. Carcerado. Truly. Finally, the truth comes into view. Now unburden yourself. It is time. Confess your role in this tragic incident. What? You ain't pinned this on me. I'm glad to see that we're finally in agreement, Your Honor. Oh, if only we were, Mr. Edgeworth. She still thinks it's our guy. Mr. Carcerado may have been an accomplice, but not of Mr. Canis. No, he was working with Mr. Knight. What do you mean? I do not believe he moved Mr. Knight's body. Instead, I believe that he lent Mr. Knight the use of the keys he stole. You gotta be kidding me. Granted, it seems likely he attacked Mr. Knight, but that doesn't necessarily mean that Mr. Knight was knocked unconscious as a result. And what if he wasn't? What if he and Mr. Carcerado reached a certain agreement? What kind of agreement exactly? Mr. Knight was plotting an escape for which he required a means of leaving his cell. And there's a precise means in the form of keys Mr. Carcerado had just stolen from the guard. Mr. Carcerado himself would need to pass through Mr. Knight's cell in order to effect his own escape. Mr. Knight needed only a shout and alert the guards, and Mr. Carcerado's plans would be ruined. And so, the two struck a deal. Lady, the only striking I do is with my fists. My, still you deny it? So, we're agreeing that we still disagree? Mr. Knight had Mr. Carcerado unlock his cell so that when Mr. Saint arrived, he could escape into the cage. Mr. Knight had Mr. Carcerado unlock his cell so that when Mr. Saint arrived, he could escape the cage. Kay is telling me how she's a how is Kay a scammer? Mr. Saint then was able to move him through the prison proper, just as planned. This is you, Matt.
Oh. Aha! And then he took Mr. Knight into the workshop and did the dirty deed.
The dirty deed. Were neither of you listening? The scent on Knight's body proves that it was taken through the tunnel. It was moved from the cell to the... Ooh. Panera accidentally gave her tuna instead of chicken. She just said she was allergic and had to use her EpiPen. And she got a $50 gift card! That's crazy. That's insane. That is their fault for getting the order wrong. Like, this is why food safety is important. Because you don't know what shit people are allergic to. Do you know what my parents are getting me for my birthday? What, Pokemon Girl? What are your parents getting you for your birthday?
Oh, happy birthday.
Yeah, Pokemon Girl's birthday. I'm not denying that Mr. Knight's body was moved through the tunnel. Then what are you driving at? Is this a...
Is this a trick question?
As you say, Mr. Edgeworth, the sweet scent shows the route of the body took. However, it did not enter the tunnel from Mr. Knight's cell. Huh? Then how did it get down there? There is another possibility, one you seem to have overlooked. Well then, in the yard. Could a body not have entered the tunnel from there? The well in the yard? Oh yeah, that thing. Mr. Saint did not take the cage to the workshop. He took it outside. There, he killed Mr. Knight and threw his body down the well. Mr. Candace's dog then dragged Mr. Knight's body here to his owner's cell from the bottom of the well. There's Helmut. That's crazy. On that note, I would ask you to recall something. What was happening in the yard at the approximate time of the body's discovery? The circus show, right? Regina and Simeon were performing for everyone. Wait, Simeon! Ah! Ah, indeed. And so you see how it must also have been him to dispose of the body. Judge Gavelle is a truly formidable opponent. She so effortlessly adjusted her theory to fit the facts. I propose that Mr. Knight was taken to the yard, not the workshop, and we have established Mr. Saint was off stage for 15 minutes. Ample time to throw the body down the well. I am sure you will agree. Your deduction is impressive, Your Honor. However, even supposing that Knight's body was indeed thrown down the well, you cannot conclusively say it was during the show. It could have happened at a different time. My sympathies, Mr. Edgeworth, but it simply could not have. What? Mr. Carcerado was using the tunnel around the time the show began. Mr. Carcerado, did you happen to trip over a corpse while you were down there? No, place was clean. Ugh. If the body had been at the bottom of the well before the show began, Mr. Carcerado would have seen it. However, he saw no such thing. I guess that's true. Oh, chat, there's a quick ad break, which makes it somewhat difficult to support your theory. Furthermore, Mr. Knight's body was discovered in the workshop after the show. In summary, the body must have been thrown down the well and moved to the workshop at some point during the show. Tell me, who else could have done it but Mr. Saint? I don't know how I don't know if I believe. It's kind of a. What do we do, Mr. Edgeworth? If the body did indeed enter the tunnel from the well, things don't look good for Mr. Saint. Still, Your Honor, your theory is still just that, a theory. And I posit that posit. Is it posit or posit?
Posit.
Posit? Posit, and
Yeah.
I posit that you lack the evidence to back it up. I've never seen that word before in my life.
It means like to claim.
Ah, okay.
Like
I
make a claim.
posit. I posit that you lack the evidence to back it up. I concede that, for the moment, I do not. May I suggest that we investigate the yard again? Very well. May the goddess of justice go with you. At least she's letting us investigate this time. Now then, the yard. Perhaps we can finally put this case to rest. Oh? What's that sound? Yikes! Is there a fire? Did somebody escape? Oh, that's you.
Oh.
Fuck.
It's okay.
It's okay. This is also you. Is Fender you? Yeah, Fender's you, right?
Wait, no, I haven't been Fender before.
Oh. Fuck. Oh, no, right. Shit. Oh, my God. I'm mixing up characters. Darlings, please. There's nothing to be alarmed about. By which I mean, that's not an alarm. It's the dinner bell. Although I suppose it is rather alarming if you aren't used to it. It certainly scared the heck out of me. I'm so sorry, Sweet Pea. I hope you can forgive us. All right, you two. Back to your post. Chop chop. Yes, I do, Pokemon Girl. Lego Indiana Jones 1 and 2, and for 2 for Nintendo DS. Oh, very nice. Pretty sure they put crack in it. It's addictive. Panera? Okay. One thing I miss about Panera whenever I go to the States is they have something called a kitchen sink cookie, and it is so good. Like, whatever they put in the kitchen sink cookie is probably crack cocaine. That is delicious. Aw, Teddy. Come on, Teddy. We're out of here. Aw, he still loves Teddy. I want to see cereal. I want to see. Warden Lagarde, we'd like to take one look around the yard now. Oh, darlings, don't you have homes of your own to go to? Visiting hours are over, I'm afraid. Tomorrow, No, it's imperative that we investigate it right away. Ooh, sounds good, Cereal. Let me see. Let me see. Oh, look at the Jimmy stickers! They're so cute! Oh my god, I'm such a fan. They turned out really well. I'm very happy with that. Oh, cute! I'm so happy, Cereal. That's super exciting. Yay! When you go to the States, how many states do you go to? Usually just the one. Oh, yeah, whenever I go, it's all 50 at the exact same time. All of them. I don't think we've had quite enough excitement for one day. Don't you, murderers, escapees? So eventful. It's time our guests went home to Betty Buys, isn't it? Yes, yes it is. Yeah, all at once. Let me see, Pokemon Girl. Oh, you got cupcakes! Oh my god. Man, I haven't had a cupcake in so long. I love cupcakes. Like, oh, cupcakes sound so good. I want a cupcake. This sounds delicious. Arg. Come now, darlings. Don't make me bore you with all that I'm the warden and this is an order nonsense. Warden Lagarde is right. Her word is law here, and we must respect her wishes. Mr. Edgeworth, your investigation of the yard will have to wait until tomorrow. You may keep your badge for now. The matter of your standing can wait. Ooh! Okay, Gavel. Interesting. She switched up on us. I bid you all good day. I like her outfit. I'm a big fan. Did you see the Pokemon? I did, Pokemon Girl. They're so cute. What are you waiting for, Kittykins? Off you go. Fine, at least there is tomorrow for me. Judge Gavel believes that Knight's body was dropped down the well and then taken through Mr. Carcerado's cell to the workshop. But is that truly the case? Do the facts really support her theory? She also seems to believe Mr. Saint had to be the one to move the body. But was he really the one with the opportunity to do so? Come on, Mr. Edgeworth. Tomorrow's another day. Let's figure out a way to save Simeon. I know we will. Yes, we will. I will prove that Mr. Saint is innocent, beyond a shadow of a doubt. Ooh, to be continued. Good thing we paused at that moment the other day, Matt, because that was an extra that I would have been tired.
Yeah.
It's a good call on your end. Crime scene recreation. Ooh. We're gonna use Little Thief. Will you come to Texas? We ought to try it. Oh, Seven, I've heard good things about Texas food. Like, I've heard no bad things about Texas food. I want to eat in Texas. Here we are again. Let's hope we can find something this time that we finally reveal the truth behind it all. Although, that might be easier said than done. There's nothing left to investigate. Judge Gavel's deduction yesterday. There's another possibility. One you seem to have okay. Yes. Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. We heard this just like 5 seconds ago.
Yeah.
Blah 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 blah. Okay. Had Knight's body really been thrown down the well? The answer to that question will surely show us the way forward. But before we begin, I should tidy up my organizer a little. Unnecessary evidence has been removed. Remaining evidence has been rearranged. Okay. Let's see here. Huh? There's a cover on it. A dried up well slap bang in the middle of a prison? Figures it'd be locked. Well, luckily, I'm a master lockpicker. Want me to do my stuff? I think not. We'll do this investigation by the book. Come on, don't be such a stick in the mud. Whoa! What is it, Kay? The lock's broken. And from the looks of it, it's been broken for a long time. If that's the case, then anyone could have thrown Knight's body down the well. Right, Seven? They're so cute! They look so good on Serial's laptop. I'm so happy about them. I kind of want some. Ooh, Seven. Seven, let me know, because subs get a discount. Not subs. Mods get a discount. Mods get a discount. Because you're a mod, and you should not be paying for my merch. Then, during the performance, he threw the body down the well. What are you thinking, Miles Serrano? Plausible or no? Oh, why don't we see if Missile can help us out again? He'll be able to tell us if Knight's body was here, which way it went. Good idea. I'll call Detective Gumshoe. Ooh.
Gumshoe speaking.
Detective, I need your assistance. Come to the prison yard and bring Missile with you.
You bet, sir. Gumshoe 7 secret weapons to the rescue again, huh?
I'm fairly sure Missile belongs to the precinct. I'd also like you to bring one of our witnesses. Call the Berry Big Circus and ask Miss Regina Berry to come down here with you.
Yes, sir. I'll be there before you know it.
Thanks, Gumshoe. So, what shall we do while we're waiting for Gummy? How about a quick game of hide-and-go-seek? Fun idea, kiddo, but where exactly would we hide? He's not seriously considering it. Your game can wait, Kay. We need to call one of the more practical skills. I think you know the one. Oh, you bet I do. One crime scene recreation coming right up. Say what now? Let me show you. Introducing the Great Thief's great secret weapon, Little Thief. Whoa! Screens appearing from thin air? This is some next level tech, little sis? Want to talk me through some deets? What are you doing now? I'm inputting everything we need for the simulation. Allow me to explain. This is Lister Thief. This is a device that we can recreate crime scenes at specific moments in time based on the data you feed it. How about I start us off with a recreation of what the yard looked like yesterday? Good idea. That was when we were in the middle of tearing down the stage. We didn't pay much attention to the well then. Who knows? We may have overlooked something. Leave it to me. I'll use the photo I took. Beep beep boop beep. That's all the data. Just gotta pump the production power to max and... Dark skies of evening when no other birds dare take wing. One alone remains all-seeing. Now, witness the true power of a real modern-day Robin Hood. Whoa. Yipes! What is this? It's a recreation of how things were yesterday, modeled on the data I gave Little Thief. This gadget was a tool used by the original Yatagarasu. But the way they used to plan robberies... Well, there's no harm in using it for something on the right side of the law now. Oh, but keep in mind that it can only recreate what you tell it to. It can't simulate things it doesn't have data for, and if the data itself contains mistakes, then you'll wind up with those same mistakes in the recreation too. But this particular recreation is based on case photos, so we shouldn't run into any problems. That's enough preamble. Shall we get started? Investigation time. Don't forget, you can examine stuff in the recreation, just like in real life. Okay. There's 2 pulleys. Okay. I want to start on this side first. What was the name of our trunk-happy friend again? Azea the Asian elephant. And now she's evidence now. Of course, how could I forget? Not exactly inspired though, is it? Was it Miss Berry having an off day when she came up with it? Oh my gosh, Mr. Edgeworth, not in front of the poor elephant herself. A wicker basket, or rather a cart given with wheels. Hey, wouldn't it be fun to hop in and race down the hill? Maybe this is how the body was carried! Power room. Oh, wasn't the power off for 3 hours? At some point? This is where the circus show stage stood. Do you think people would be interested in the Great Thieving Show? I'm sure the police would be very eager to attend. The chairs. These chairs must have been for the audience. Wow, I pity whoever had to put them all away. Really? Why? Huh? You've clearly never had to fold up a bunch of boring chairs before, huh? Yeah, that's true! Cleaning up chairs is like the worst part ever. Not personally. I've told other people to do it, though. Come on, Mr. Edgeworth, you gotta roll up your sleeves and help out every once in a while. Ugh, I'll consider it. Alright, there's rope here.
I'll be back in one moment.
Okay. Alright, we got the 30-pound pound. It's a metal weight with some kind. It looks like it weighs... The projection makes it a little tricky to read, but you remember how heavy it was, Kay? 30 pounds. Sure it was. 30 pounds. What does anyone need such a heavy weight for, anyway? It doesn't seem related to the circus show at any rate. And there's the rope. There's a sturdy-looking hemp rope lying on the ground. Kind of reminds me of the ropes we used for playing tug-of-war in school. The answer is no, Kay. What? I didn't even say anything yet. See, it also has a metal stake attached to one end. Oh yeah, looks like something you'd use to put up a tent. But there's no tent, is there? In which case, what was it used for? What are a bunch of pulleys doing here? Don't seem to be well pulleys from lifting buckets. And the tarp. There's nothing of interest here. What do you mean? The tarp is here. Literally, the tarp is right there. The well behind the stage, which means there aren't many people who could have thrown Knight's body down during the show. This is looking worse for Mr. Saint. So what do you think all this stuff around the well was used for? I can't see any of the animals needing them for their part of the performance. Indeed, nothing immediately strikes me as a likely purpose. We'll have to ask Miss Berry later. I suspect that that's all about theirs to find for now. Detective Gumshoe should be here soon. Okay, can you power down Mr. Thief now? Sure thing! Prepare to return to normality! Yay. Sorry, sir. I came as quickly as I could. Why is Missile like that? Ha! Speak of the devil! Ah, detective. That was indeed impressively quick. You know me, sir. Never did like to keep you waiting. Thanks for coming all the way too, Regina. No problem. This seems way more fun than rehearsal, so I ditched them for the day. It's very much appreciated. Alright, detective. Let's get started with Missile. Yes, sir. Hey, Missile! Over here, boy! What's the matter? Come on, boy. What's wrong with him? Looks like he's scared of something, sir. Yee! Alligator! Guess he's not a fan, sir. Well, I doubt he'll be much help to us like this. Any other bright ideas, Mazzarino? Yes, actually. Miss Berry, would you mind lending us a hand? Oh, I'd love to. Just tell me what you need. Do you want me to teach Allie some tricks? I don't doubt she could do it, but nothing quite like that. I'd simply like an account of the yard looked like during the show. Like, I like where this is going. You're thinking of using Little Thief again, am I right? You'd be so kind. Okay, I plugged all the data. Firing up the simulation. Wow.
I'm back.
Welcome back. Here you go. This is what the yard looked like during the show. At the time of which the body was purported to have been thrown down the well. Oh, wow. This is so amazing. It's like magic. Heh, no magic here. Just sweet, sweet data. Which is why... The area behind the stage is missing. Yeah, Regina said she wasn't involved in getting the stage set up, so we don't have any data on what it was like back there. No data, no simulation, huh? Brutal. I'm so sorry, you guys. It's all because I let Simeon do everything by himself. Oh, no, no. Oh, it's all my frilly associate's fault. Objection, Fender. Anyway, we got a fresh simulation now, but we still have other data, too. I can switch back whenever you want to the recreation of them taking down the stage. So we can examine scenes both during and after the show, and switch between the two at will. I can switch between the recreations using X to talk to K. Now then, let's continue our investigation, shall we? Alright. Alright. This pond was home of Warden Lagarde's beloved alligator. And look, those bones must be from her latest meal. I somewhat doubt an alligator could pick a carcass clean like that. You think? I have the feeling she's rather ladylike in her own way, actually. If you say so. Well, I do. I kind of have a sixth sense for these things. An interesting talent, though not one I'm particularly envious of. It's the pen that held Isaiah, the Asian elephant. Now empty, the lady herself was on stage. I wonder how they got her here in the first place. What do you mean? Well, the entrance to the yard is people-sized. And there's like a gazillion megawatts pumping through that fence. Kind of risky, no? Not if the one turned off the electricity. Yeah, but then all the predators would escape. Through an entrance blocked by an elephant? I think not. This is a real puzzler, all right. I need to give it some more thought. She seems to be enjoying the challenge. I'll leave her to it. The basket is empty in the other recreation. Oh yeah, but it was definitely empty in the photo I took too. Oops, sorry, I made a mistake when I was filling you in earlier. Oh? That basket's for holding Isaiah's food, but on the morning of the show, all the apples that were in it vanished. Poof! I totally forgot to mention it. Sorry. Disappearing apples. I should make note of this. Interesting, interesting. The chairs. The chairs are lined up neatly for the show, though we know there were a few empty seats during the performance. Something about this space, the way the seats are arranged, reminds me of a karaoke contest I entered as a kid. You entered a karaoke contest? I sure did, and I came in second. Even in the depths of night, when no other birds dared to take flight. One alone soars to shine, the light of righteousness on the world's blight. Tell me you didn't actually sing that. I sure did. She did well to take second place, or perhaps stole is more apt. Or is it more than she failed to steal the first place? I'm overthinking this. A story of forbidden love between a tiger and an elephant. I wish I could have seen it. I wish I could have seen Simeon up there on the stage too. Oh, he was wonderful. The way he flew off that stage. Ah, yes, that scene. The victory is depicted in the very unique manner, whereby the villain is sent flying from the stage. Having been ejected from the stage in this manner, the villain no longer appears in the performance. And you're saying the crime took place at that time? Roughly, how long would you say Mr. Saint was off stage, Miss Berry? Let's see. I guess it was around 15 minutes. Just as Judge Cavell said. Isn't it pretty hairy health and safety-wise to have an elephant fling a guy off the stage? Not at all. Isaiah's very gentle. I'm not sure it changes much if she flings him gently or roughly. Too gentle, in fact. When we first rehearsed it, she barely nudged him. By the end, he was flying off the stage. Not because of Isaiah, though. Simeon had figured out some kind of trick, apparently. Isn't it amazing? A trick? Do you have any idea what kind of trick? Who, me? Oh no, that was Simeon's big thing. I wouldn't know where to start. Oh, is it the police? It would appear that we're missing some data for this point in time. Yep, that's about the size of it. I gotta go steal some data. Don't steal data, Kay. I use logic and deduction to get what I need. Well, I'm more of a act first, think later kind of gal. Please don't add to my workload in your reckless list. I would hate to have you to order your arrest. Alright, what do we have in terms of deduction? Items around the well and Mr. Saint's big moment, perhaps? Yay! The trick Mr. Saint performed for his big scene could have had something to do with all these items we found by the well. Okay, I'd like to have another look at the equipment around the well from yesterday. Can you have Mr. Thief bring up the recreation from when they were tearing down the stage? You got it! Taking another look at these items. Could they not have been used for this trick of Mr. Saint's? Sounds plausible enough. Hey, I could maybe add it to the simulation. Good idea. Please go and ask Mr. Saint for the details. Roger that. I'll be right back. I'm back. He told me exactly how he did it. Excellent. Well, how does it work? He said he used the pulley at the top of the well to suspend a heavy weight from the rope and lowered that down into the well. Then the other end of the rope went through 2 more pulleys, and it was tied around his body. I see, so he used the downward pull of the weight to help him launch himself in the air. But how did he make sure the weight only dropped when he wanted to? He used his stake to stop it. That's how. Oh. Miss Berry didn't seem to know anything about the trick or the contraption he built for it. In which case, I suppose it must have been Mr. Saint himself who pulled out that stake. That's right, and he had to do that with a second length of rope. He tied it to the stake, and then he gave it a sharp tug. Oh, math. Physics! The stake was released, and the weight dropped down the well. It's a great trick to have to steal it. This has to be got to go into the Great Thief's repertoire. It may not be quite that easy. These kinds of circus tricks can require years of practice to master. Yeah, so like how did he set it? Like how did he know? Do they do perform here? It was mentioned that they perform here every week or something like that. I can't there's so much information. I cannot remember. Simply stealing the idea won't be enough. All right, practice it is then. Well, before you run away to do so, would you mind updating the simulation? Oh, right. Then we can see how it all worked for ourselves. Okay, I'm switching back to the recreation and the performance. Thanks, Kay. Fancy. So this is how Mr. Saint performed his trick. Okay. Simeon's full of surprises, huh? I mean, dropping a weight down the well to help him fly off the stage like that, that's genius. Indeed, but I imagine he would have needed quite a lot of weight, more than him at the very least. It would have taken some serious pull to lift him into the air. Yeah, and probably a ton of practice. The 30-pound weight isn't on here, though. That's one heavy weight. Kind of makes you think how much this must all be weighing on Simeon. It does? I'm not sure I quite see it myself. Oh, too bad we don't have the real thing here. Otherwise, I'd hang around at your neck for a big old albatross. Then we'd see how you'd like it. You'd face some stiff resistance if you tried, I can promise you that. Mr. Saint used the well to construct the contraption that would send him flying from the stage. It made a clever use of 2 ropes. Yeah, this sharp thing is kind of sus to me. This is a tarp, just like the one we saw in the workshop. It's true. Can you lift 30 pounds with that? I think you could. I think it's possible. Especially with that many pulleys. Weight distribution. Yes, but why is it here? Why is it here? Are you okay, Mr. Edgeworth? You've gone kind of blank. And I tend to stay blank until you stop stealing my thoughts. Okay. And that's it. That's here. Okay. I think we got everything, so maybe it's another logic. Is that enough? It doesn't seem like 30 pounds is enough for that, though. Wait, doesn't this seem odd to you? Oh, it's you, Matt.
Oh, no.
You haven't noticed it, Detective? There's something strange about the weight we found. How heavy? How there's only one, or how heavy? I think it's how heavy it is. The one weight on its own wouldn't be heavy enough. A single 30-pound weight couldn't have lifted Mr. Saint off the ground. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Frick. In which case, could there have perhaps been some weights missing?
Sounds like a job for my severed secret weapon, sir.
Should the need to use them arise, I suppose I should speak with him then. Okay. And then... Oh, wrong button. This button. I don't think we have enough. What is it, Mr. Edgeworth? Let's switch. Okay. Maybe we examine this again now that we know nothing more to be found here. Okay, game. Well, thanks for letting me know. Now that's one impressive fence. I'm sure I could climb it if I... Please don't. It's electrified. I wonder if what's on the other side. The warden's office, I believe. I guess she likes to keep a close eye on her pets. This facility would probably function better as a zoo than a prison. Okay. Maybe I switch back. Let's switch back. Switch. Maybe I do have enough? I just gotta think it through better. Okay. Let's see. But gone by the next morning. Maybe not? I can't think of... You! Give me more information. So you come to visit the prison often, Regina? I sure do. I have so many little friends here. It's wonderful. And they're all such sweeties, and the old faces and the new. I made a new friend only yesterday. Allie is just the cutest. Cute? That's a full-grown alligator lurking in the depths of the pond? Are you sure about that? Can't help but worrying you could just walk up then and chomp, you know? Oh, don't be silly. She'd never do anything like that. Especially since she's not doing great. I heard she hasn't been herself since yesterday. I'm so worried about her. You guys are worried too, right? Right? Yeah, totally. Super worried. Right, Mr. Edgeworth? Yes, super. Don't roll me into this. She hasn't been well since yesterday, you say? The Great Thief's secret weapon. Color me intrigued, Mouse Sereno. Not exactly by the book, though, yeah? Using Great Thief doodads in an official investigation? Well, enough with the death stares, Chief. I'm cool, okay? I can keep a secret. Anything for the truth, am I right? It's possible the vital evidence has already been destroyed. Without Kay's reproduction of the scene, we have no hope of finding it. Hey, relax. Like I said, I'll just zip and nod politely when you cats do your thing. Thank you, that would be very helpful. What am I missing here? Is it here? I don't believe there's any more to be found here. Okay. Are you sure? A pulley and a rope. I suppose the two do tend to go together. They sure do, like Great Thief and her treasure. Can't have one without the other. Sorry, but the proper pairing in this case is a Great Thief and a set of handcuffs. Okay, that must be it. Okay, maybe I do have everything, but I'm not seeing how they connect, Matt. Like, I don't think Isaiah ate the apples. Because Regina said that maybe it's this and this? No, okay, I didn't think so. There's no logical connection between those two things. Okay, I'm going to ask now, what am I missing? What am I missing here?
Alright, let me look for where exactly you are.
Okay.
Because
I don't think we use Isaiah just yet. Doesn't seem like she's connected to anything here. Bing, 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 bing. Bing, bing,
I think
bing.
the next thing you need to do is talk to Gumshoe.
Oh, Gumshoe.
For the secret weapon.
Gummy! Don't say a word, sir. I know what you're looking for. It's written all over your face. It is? Missile may be temporarily out of action, but my fishing rod is good to go whenever you need it. Oh, and if you truly want to give the metal detector a shot, I have that too. Oh. I've never seen him so excited. I'll be sure to let you know if I need either of them, Detective. Well, I need them now! Well, I wanted the fishing rod.
No. You got the metal detector as logic.
Oh, did I? Oh, I thought it was evidence. Oh, interesting. Oh, insufficient weight and metal detector? Because we can't use it to find the apples. Detective, I need to have one of your secret weapons. Roger that. The metal detector, if you would be so kind. I'm sure we will need the... I want the fishing rod for the frickin' well. I'm never gonna get to use my fishing rod. So before we get started, let me run you through how the metal detector... Oh, yeah, true. That's you. Right.
So before we get started, let me run you through how the metal detector works, sir. It's simple enough. It uses this sound and this gauge to tell you how close you are to something made of metal. The closer you get, the more strongly it'll react. When it starts going wild like this, just give me the order to examine the spot where I'm standing. Say, what do we got here? Oh, the fence. Anyway, that's how it works. You tell me where you want me to look, sir, and I'll get right on it.
Okay. Right here. Oh, it's you again, Matt.
We're close, sir. There's something metallic nearby.
Oh, it's not wild enough yet? Oh.
I got something. There's something here, sir. Oh. It's a gold coin,
my
sir.
God.
What a find. It'll go down in history.
I don't imagine a gold coin would stay hidden long in a prison yard. Oh, you found it! I never would have guessed it was hiding here this whole time. That's one of the coins from the big coin hunt we hold once every 2 weeks.
Hey, that sounds kind of interesting. Must be fun for the whole family.
Oh, sure is. The prisoners have to hunt the coins in the warden buried around the yard. And if they find 3 silver coins or 1 gold coin, they can swap them for a jelly donut! First a show, now a treasure hunt? This is a prison or a playground?
Alright, let's get back to it.
Okay. Oh my god, I'm so close. Where is it? Is this, like, good enough? Oh my god, okay. Oh, here.
I found something. There's something here, sir.
I don't see anything metallic. What did the detector pick up?
Guess it must have just picked up some iron sand.
Oh my gosh. Iron sand as in sand you can pick up with a magnet?
That's the stuff. You can find it on the beach sometimes. And I got just the thing we need right here. Introducing secret weapon number 6 or 7.
Are you making this up as you go along?
A seemingly ordinary magnet that I found at a hardware store. Watch this. I just bring it close to the ground and ta-da! It's picking out the iron. Woohoo! Come on, little guys, come to Papa.
Oh my god, Gumshoe! He must be nice to be so easily entertained. Regardless, the investigation must continue. Okay.
Alright, let's get back to it.
Kea just got the character I failed to get in Genshin. I'm crying. Oh no, Satara, my condolences. That is unfortunate.
Sir, I'm picking up something over here. Let's take a little look-see. Huh?
Oh.
Found these little guys in the grass.
They're the same as the weight we found by the well. They must be from Mr. Saint's trick. Did someone hide these here on purpose? I count... Oh.
4 altogether, sir.
They would be more than heavy enough to send him flying. So somebody hid several of the same weights and as the one by the well. But why? And why over here? Oh,
Yes, nice work, me.
Good job, Gumshoe.
E?
Ah, alligator!
That thing nearly gave me a heart attack. Huh?
What's the matter, detective?
It's the metal detector, sir. It's, reacting to the alligator.
Oh no! What? How? You're sure it's not responding to the weights we just found?
No, sir. I'm sure this is something different. I'm sure it's coming from the alligator.
Oh no. And she's gone. Ha! We scared that big snapper good. I don't think that's it, Kay. Huh? Then what is it? Allie hasn't been herself lately. That's her name, Allie, the warden's favorite pet. She wouldn't even look at the food the warden Lagarde brought her yesterday. She was acting as if, I don't know, as if maybe she'd eaten something that didn't agree with her.
Maybe the metal detector was responding to whatever she ate, sir.
Oh no, what if she ate one of those weights? I highly doubt that even an alligator could swallow a 30-pound lump of iron. So what did the metal detector actually pick up? And why would someone hide those weights? Perhaps I missed something when I looked at the equipment by the well. Kay, could you recreate the scene again? Coming right up! Maybe she ate keys or something? Or the steak. It looks like this was designed for raising and lowering a bucket. No sign of a bucket, though. Okay. Huh? Is it this? So this rope was used by Mr. Saint during the show. That's one heck of a setup to pull up with a single length of rope. Simeon's more than capable than he looks. Just one piece of rope? It seems we have a contradiction on our hands. Yes, the two pieces. What is the L? What do we got here? No, not that. Okay. Hello, GZ! How are you? Welcome, welcome. How's it going? Now, are those plans as evidence? They are. 2 lengths of rope. I've not played Ace Attorney game, but I hear they're good. They're very good, GZ. I highly recommend playing an Ace Attorney game if you have not already. Play the first one. The first Ace Attorney game is very good. How are you, GZ? How was your Friday? I think about the 2 recreations, the one during the performance and the one we're looking at right now. There's a major difference between the 2, namely, the one of the ropes is missing. Oh yeah! Mr. Saint's trick wouldn't work with only one of the items we see before us. So what happened? Where did the missing rope go? I think one of the pieces of evidence we collected might tell us exactly that. Really? What shows us they were missing the, what shows us where the missing rope went? Is it this one? That's the only piece of rope that we have. What shows us where the missing rope went? Well, it must be that one. It must be that piece of rope. This rope was found beside Knight's body. Wait, you mean... Yes, it must have been the other rope used in Mr. Saint's trick. So you're saying, yes, that this rope did indeed have a weight attached to it. But it wasn't any of the iron weights we found. Those were hidden in the bushes and were replaced with something else. What was it, Mr. Edgeworth? Come on, I'm dying here. Good, sleep schedule was borked again, but everything else is fine. Aw, went to bed last night at 6 p.m. and woke up at... That's a shitty time, GZ. That does not sound like a great sleep schedule. Oh my gosh. Does not sound like fun. Do that and you'll soon figure out the answer. The weight dropped down the well in the place of the iron... The weight dropped down the well in place of the iron weights was... Well, it must be freaking Mr. Knight's body. That's the only thing I can think of. It must be his body. It can only have been Mr. Knight's body that was dropped down the well. What? Mr. Knight's body was the weight? Yes, somebody first swapped out the weights used for Mr. Saint's trick. Then, Mr. Saint used the contraption to make his exit from the stage. When he let the rope around his body loose... Both the rope and Knight's body fell to the bottom of the well. That rope was never used to restrain Knight. It was used to suspend his body halfway down the well. From this, we can easily see why most of the weights were hidden, so that no one would realize that they'd been replaced with the body. Precisely. We can further deduce that they were hidden by the killer. It's looking more like Saint did it. It's the more that keeps going, it's like it seems like it's more like him. So I was up all night, took a small nap, but ended up sleeping more than I thought. I don't know what time I snoozed at. Fair enough, GZ. Aw. Sounds like your sleep schedule is super borked. Wasn't poor old Bronco stabbed in the neck? Wouldn't there be blood everywhere, including down the well? Oh, the killer thought of that, which is why they used this. He used the tarp! This is the tarp we found with the body. I think this is likely the knight's corpse was wrapped in it. Oh, another piece of the puzzle falls into place. It's all coming together now. I love it. But all we're doing is proving that the body did go down the well, which means we're helping prove that Simeon was the killer. No, not quite. But what about what Judge Gavel said yesterday? Ah, but if Mr. Saint was truly the killer, why would he need to go to such lengths to commit his crime? That's true. Knight's body fell down the well when Mr. Saint used his contraption during the show. Therefore, it reveals nothing about where the real killer actually was or what they were doing at the time. It is only designed to throw suspicion onto those who were not at the show. Yeah, I guess we did suspect Mr. Canis right away, huh? That was the killer's goal, to make us think that the crime took place during the show. In other words, they used the well contraption to construct an alibi. Miss Barry, when exactly did Mr. Saint put his contraption together? It would have been the day before the show. The night before, actually. Yes, we started getting ready for the show at around 9 p.m. And I think we finished around midnight? In which case, the killer must have switched the weights out for the body after that point. Mr. Saint's trick data updated in the organizer. Both closing shifts? Oof, brutal. I hate closing shifts. Even if we did, he wouldn't have been able to do much with it. And I highly doubt that he taught his dog to suspend bodies halfway down wells. Which means Canis isn't the killer. Interesting. We have anything? No, nothing currently. As bad as it looks, sir. Oh, sorry.
It's as bad as it looks, sir. Poor little guy's scared out of his skin.
Aww. I hope to have him track that scent again, but that clearly isn't in the cards now. Aw. Re-talk to her. This pond is the home of Warden Lagarde's beloved alligator. And look, those bones must be from her latest... I thought I read this already. I somewhat doubt the alligator could pick a carcass clean like that. You think? I got the feeling she's rather ladylike in her own way, actually. If you say so. Well, I do. I kind of have a sixth sense for these things. Yeah, I thought I read this already. Okay. Maybe there is something else? Disappearing apples. Body uses weight. The body was left dangling inside the well the night before the incident. Gonna love being late because of work Sunday. Aw, poor GZ. Of course, why do I bother requesting for something if they give me something else without bothering to call me? That is frustrating, though. That is very frustrating. That's one thing I hate about hourly work. What evidence do we have? These were replaced with the victim's body by someone. Wasn't there a piece of evidence? Held 3 times a day. The victim's body had not been found by the time of the 7 a.m. roll call. Maybe let's switch back. Let's switch recreations. Back to the other well. Let's see. I don't believe there's nothing more to be found here. Are you sure? Hmm. We did suspect Mr. Canis right away, huh? But that's the killer's goal, to make it the crime took place during the show. Construct an alibi. Miss Barry, when exactly did Mr. Saint put this contraption together? At around 9 p.m. Switch the weights out for the body after that point. Switch the weights out for the body after that point. Maybe it is. Maybe now it is the disappearing apples. And the body used his weight. Maybe this is it now. No? Ugh. Okay. I'm lost, Matt. I don't know what else to do.
Alright.
We talked to Gumshoe. We talked to Barry. We talked to Fender.
You have to connect Isaiah the elephant with missing apple.
What? That's bullshit, but whatever. Okay. She didn't eat it, though. The apples in the basket were likely eaten by Isaiah. But, like, Miss Barry literally said by the next morning they were gone. Really? That's strange. I made sure to put the cart where her trunk couldn't reach them. Are you sure about that? Oh, yes. It was still full of apples the night before the show. Exactly. I must consider the possibility that the cart was moved somewhere within Isaiah's reach. A large basket full of apples couldn't have been moved by the wind, which likely means somebody moved it for a reason. So before the show had even started, the cart had been moved and its apples eaten. Yes, that seems to be the most probable timeline. Let's update the recreation K. That means that the door to the power room was open. Or was accessible. There, all done. The power room. This door appears to be locked. Want me to open it? I can't guarantee anything, but I'll certainly give it a try. No, if we deem it necessary, but it is necessary! Oh my god, this is so frustrating. Like, that's the only thing that's blocking it.
You've got to do more logic.
Okay. Okay. Nah. But I forgot to tell you that your Chibi PNG tuber avatar is very cute. Oh, thanks, GZ. That's super sweet of you to say. Aw, thank you. I like it too. Is it the bodies used as weight and basket of apples? Like these two together? Mm-hmm. Oh. I don't find the connection. I thought that the body would be in there, but like, okay, that is not where my mind was going. The basket was moved the night before the circus performance. Now we've deduced that the weights were switched out for the body at around the same time. Hard to chalk that up to coincidence, huh? Then the next question we should be asking is, why did the cart move? I think it is a hazard to guess that the cart would have been blocking that door, which can only mean that somebody needed to open it. There we go. But, like, how is that the logic between the dead body and... Like, okay, whatever. Let me ask a guard for help. Hey, Mr. Guard! Yes, miss, what can I do for you? That was fast. Guard, where's the key for this door? Oh, the warden keeps hold of that. I'll go ask her for it. I don't want to be spoiled in case I plan on playing these games. That's very fair, GZ. If you want to head out, I will not be offended. Meaning if somebody did open the door, they would have had to get it from her somehow. Thanks for the help. Look at all these breakers. They must control the electricity for the whole prison. So we're thinking somebody got in here the night before the show, right? But why? What were they trying to do? Well, I doubt that they came here by mistake thinking it was a break room. They must have come in to tamper with the switches. Did they turn off the power to something? Come to think of it, wasn't there something that lost power? Yes, the camera. The camera. This one. There was a 3-hour gap in the security camera footage. Oh yeah, there was. Somebody flipped the breaker it was connected to. It seems very likely. So you think that that was the killer? It's true that shutting off the cameras would have made things easier for them. It would, which means the killer would have had to be someone who had access to the breakers. And it seems only one person has the key. It couldn't be, could it? I don't think it was the warden who did it. I think someone... Maybe she had to open this door? Alright, little thief, your work here is done. Yay! Yay, we get our health back. Bye, GZ! Thanks for popping in and saying goodnight. Oh, it's Gavel. And this Eustace.
First on the scene, the early bird gets the worm.
Good morning, Mr. Winner.
What? You? How'd you get here before me?
Good morning, Mr. Edgeworth. I see you've made an early start. And I see you've made a late one, Judge Gavel. This is not my only case. I'm a very busy woman. Not all of us enjoy the freedom of a prosecutor relieved of his only current responsibility. Ugh. Oh, I do apologize. I meant, of course, an associate attorney.
Associate? More like asinine.
Oh my god, Eustace. We'll see about that. Eustace, let us begin the investigation of the yard.
Okay, I'll get some officers to help.
That won't be necessary.
Why not?
We've already finished investigating the yard and won quite the prize in the process.
Won? But I'm supposed to be the winner.
Your Honor. I'd like to revisit your theory from yesterday, in order to thoroughly disprove it. I would caution you to choose your words carefully, Mr. Edgeworth, as I'm sure you remember, your badge is in my hands. How could I forget? You've told me several dozen times already. Perhaps you'd try to care a different threat? You have been warned repeatedly, yes, and each time my words have seemed to have fallen on deaf ears. Allow me to make this crystal clear. The committee cannot and will not tolerate insubordination. The fate of my badge and the whims of the committee are of no concern to me now. Achoo! Oh my god.
Bless you.
Thank you. Interesting. And spoken like a true defense attorney. In that case, I shall be equally uncompromising. In the name of Goddess of Justice, I will strike your case without mercy. And when I am done, your career as a prosecutor will be over as well. I hope you do not come to regret this. Didn't I prove yesterday that I'm a good thinker? Like, don't I get like a couple of bonus points for that? My theory remains the same when I related it to you yesterday. But Mr. Carcerado did not see Mr. Knight's body when he passed through the tunnel. As such, the body could only have been dropped down there, well, during the show. We both know the only one who could have dropped the body down there during the show is Mr. Saint. Okay. Okay. I know exactly which thing...
Of course you can. Who do you think you're up against?
What Eustace means to say is that we received the final autopsy report just ahead of our arrival. She really is a very busy woman, busy looking after baby Winner. The victim appears to have died the night before the body was discovered. In other words, the night before the show. The cause of death is as stated. It seems the wound is 4 inches deep. Okay. Simeon Saint was off stage for a period of 15 minutes. That was plenty of time for him to throw the victim's body down the well. Judge Gavel hasn't investigated the yard yet, which means... I fear there may have been something of a flaw with your theory, Your Honor. You seem very confident of that. But do you have evidence to prove it? Yes, I think I just might. Okay. The theory remains the same as when I related it to you yesterday. Mr. Carcerado did not see Knight's body when he passed through the tunnel. As such, his body could only have been dropped during the show. Okay, it's this one. And do I have, like... Is it one of these? Oh man, this is the thing that I struggle with, is trying to figure out which piece of evidence that I have to present on. Like, I feel like I'm on the right path all the time, but like, it's always the evidence is like very annoying. That's like, it's very particular. Like, as such, the body could only have been dropped down during the show. And we just found out that it couldn't have been. It was probably the night before. But which piece of evidence demonstrates that? Used during the show to send Saint flying. The weights were replaced by the victim's body by someone. It's not this, because it doesn't have the time. Located in the power room, just off the prison yard, where they tampered with this night before the body was found. It's not that. Is it this? The body could not... Yeah, no, that just proves that. I'm in workshop A, so late after saw it in Mr. Dark. Killed by a stab wound to the throat. There's a small cut on his scalp. Sweet scent can be detected. Oh man, Matt, I have no fucking clue.
I will tell you, it's not this statement.
It's not this statement. Oh. Did not see Mr. Knight's body when he passed through the tunnel. Oh, maybe I should press. Man, you would think you... Oh, it's so frustrating, Matt, because you would think it's that easy, but of course the game doesn't make it that easy. Ad break time. Certainly you're clinging rather stubbornly to the idea Mr. Saint wasn't the killer. Do you have any conclusive evidence that he wasn't? I'd like to see what evidence you yourself have first. I'm an emissary of Goddess of Justice. My words are hers, but her words are wasted on you, I see. You would challenge me if I said the sky was blue. Is this a court or a cult? If you truly mean to refute the word of divine, then come, show me your evidence. Mr. Carcerado did not see Mr. Knight's body when he passed through the tunnel. Isn't it possible that Mr. Carcerado simply failed to notice the body? Assistant to the Associate's Attorney, you have been through the secret passage, have you not? Whoa, how'd you know? I noticed mud on you yesterday. On that charming key in your hair, to be precise. That's incredible. You could be the great thief with the eyes like that. Answer me truthfully, in the name of the goddess. Would you or would you not have noticed a body that had been present? Well, you know, I guess I would have. There you have it. Mr. Carcerado did not see a body, which means there's no body there to see. As such, the body could only have been dropped during the well in the show. Oopsies. Press. Could you talk to us through your reasoning on that a little more? The day before the performance, Mr. Knight borrowed the keys from Mr. Carcerado, or more specifically, the key to his cell. Mr. Knight then used the key to leave his cell and enter Mr. Saint's cage. Mr. Saint took Mr. Knight to the yard in that cage, and that's where he killed him. The following day, Mr. Carcerado crawled his way through the tunnel, but there was no body there yet. Wait a second, that doesn't add up. Mr. Carcerado smelled that sweet smell, so Mr. Knight must have been in the tunnel already. No, his body did not pass through the tunnel until sometime after Mr. Carcerado crawled through it. Mr. Carcerado used the tunnel right around the time the show was starting. The body was discovered just after the performance ended, from which you deduce that the body could only have been thrown down the well during the show. Yes, and who the culprit must be. We both know the only one who could have dropped down the body with there is Mr. Saint. Is it this statement?
Yes.
We both know the only one who could have dropped the body down there during the show is Mr. Saint. Which piece of evidence? The weights were replaced by the victim's body by someone. Is it this piece of evidence? Mr. Saint's trick?
Mm-hmm.
By someone. Oh my god, it's so particular. Sorry, Your Honor, but there is something else you're going to have to take into account. Well, in the yard was rigged up to create a certain unique contraption. A contraption? Go on. You will recall that Mr. Saint was sent flying from the stage by the elephant. I do, just before he was to be absent for some time. He was only able to fly through the air thanks to a weighted rope he tied around himself. Dropping the weighted end down the well allowed him to complete the trick.
Wait, wouldn't that send him flying as soon as he set foot on the stage?
It's simple, really. He kept the weight from falling by using a stake to keep the rope in place. With the second rope, he was able to pull the stake free, thereby controlling when the weight was dropped. We have found evidence to suggest that the original weight was replaced with Knight's body. This was done by the real killer in order to create an alibi. The estimated time of death tells us that the murder took place early in the morning. The killer could have tampered with the contraption in the time between the murder and the show.
You're saying Mr. Saint himself set this contraption up, right? Well then, who do you think is the number one most likely person to have used it to dispose of a body, Even you must see how this looks.
If Mr. Saint was the killer, he simply could have done as Judge Cavell theorized, without these extra steps. Miss Barry. Yes? Does anyone else know how Mr. Saint's trick works? Well, let's see. I had to get the prison's approval on what we were going to perform, so I don't think Simeon's the only one who knows. And there you have it. Interesting. You have certainly been diligent in your investigation, and yet I fail to comprehend your actions still. The guy who can't conduct, yes, Satara, Eustace. Why do you not work to do what is right? What am I doing is wrong? If so, who is it that deems it so? How can you not grasp even that? How can you not see that what you are doing at this very moment? You are a prosecutor, yet you aid the defense. This flies in the face of common sense. You are breaking every rule in this book. This has nothing to do with what we have at hand. We have proven that your theory is wrong. Who cares if I'm a defense or a prosecutor? I think of only what is right and just and act and see it fit in each situation I am confronted with. This is the path I have chosen, and whether you can comprehend that choice is immaterial. But if you mean to stand in my way, I will fight back with all I can bring to bear. Perhaps the goddess of justice is testing me. Very well, if it is her, then we must fight. Then I shall end this once and for all. Listen, well, Mr. Edgeworth, for there is another reason why only Mr. Saint can be the killer. If the body was moved to the yard to the workshop, then Mr. Knight must have first been brought here to the yard from his cell. The only person who had the opportunity to do that is Simeon Saint, and thus he remains the only plausible suspect. Mr. Saint took a cage with him to Mr. Knight's cell, but why would he do that? Why take such an unwieldy object all the way to the holding cells? Yeah, it is pretty sus. Sus! But we all met Mr. Saint. Among Us has been spoken. That's exactly the kind of thing that he would do. It is entirely plausible that he took the cage with him out of absent-mindedness and nothing else. It may be plausible, but it is no more or less plausible than him having helped Mr. Knight to escape. Ugh, I need some real solid evidence if I'm going to get her to budge. If the body was moved from the yard to the workshop... You seem to think that Mr. Knight was killed here in the yard. When do you think he was brought here? Sometime between midnight and 8 a.m. the day of the show. It could have been during that time. In other words, between the end of rehearsal and the start of the performance. As I was saying, if the body was moved from the yard to the workshop, then Mr. Knight must have first been brought here into the yard from his cell. Was there really no other way he could have come here? Mr. Knight was awaiting trial. If he, a random non-inmate, had openly entered the prison proper, he surely would have been noticed. And presumably, none of your witnesses have testified to having seen such a thing. Precisely. Praise to the gods of justice for granting you this insight. So, as you will agree, it can only have been Mr. Knight was brought here in secret. The only person who had the opportunity to do that is Simeon Saint. You're certainly nobody else had the opportunity? Need I remind you that we are in a prison? The entire facility is monitored at all times. Anything out of the ordinary would have been spotted. But Mr. Saint was under the same scrutiny as... was he not? The warden had granted the members of the circus troupe special access. As a member of that troupe, under the supervision of Miss Barry, he is the only person who is free to wander where he willed. Thank you, Frisk. I will tell my mom that. It seems that you've forgotten something, Your Honor. Forget is not a word in my vocabulary, Mr. Edgeworth. Very well, then recall this fact if you will. You claim that Mr. Saint is the only person who was free to walk around the prison, but there is a brief period of time the day of the crime in this prison. At the time, it would have been impossible for anyone to move through the prison entirely unmonitored. There was a period of time the crime was oversight limited. It was the camera. Mr. Saint is far from the only one who had the opportunity. My mom liked my gift. Oh, good to hear, Satara. I was worried it wouldn't come by Sunday. I'm glad that it arrived right away. That's exciting. Ooh, I'm glad that your mom liked it. Oh.
Which opportunity are we talking about again?
We previously established that the time code on the security footage was off by 3 hours, and from this we can deduce that there must have been a power outage lasting that length of time, during which anyone could have moved around the prison undetected. Do you mean to say that our killer intentionally created this 3-hour gap? That it was no simple camera malfunction? Is that even possible? It was completely possible to create this 3-hour gap using this. This is the... Our investigation of the yard turned up something rather interesting. A panel of breakers, one of which can be used to cut the power to the security cameras. We also learned that the door to the power room may have been opened around the time of the murder.
What?
Such a shame to see one so capable fall so short of the mark. Mr. Edgeworth knows what he's doing. Haha. Then what? How does one explain the lock on the power room door? Oh yeah, it was kind of locked up tight. And the warden's the only one with the key. Those breakers are vital to the prison's infrastructure, so I very much doubt anyone could have gained access to the power room so easily. No, but one person could have. I beg your pardon? That person, the killer, had easy access to it, in fact. And what's more, their position here is such that nobody would dare question them.
What? There's no one like that.
The breaker to the... Oh, sorry.
New character didn't even start speaking.
Yeah, I know.
The breaker to the electric fence is in there. They would be questioned in an instant.
There's only one person who meets these criteria. I can hardly believe it myself, but I have to follow where the logic leads. The person who had access to the power room key was... It was the warden. It's either the warden or I'm overthinking it, and it's freaking Carcerado. Because he has the keys to everywhere.
He had guard keys.
Oh, you're right. He had guard keys. So it is Fifi Lagarde. The real culprit is... Warden Lagarde. Oh, just look at you. Aren't you the cutest Poochie Poo? He's not just a pretty face. Missile is also quite the nose for sweet things. It seems he's been smelling something very sweet indeed, and it's coming from you. Oh, darling, you're making me blush. I'm not even wearing perfume. Then perhaps it's the sweet stench of death. You're a regular poet, aren't you? I had no idea. But if I didn't know better, I'd almost think you were calling moi the killer. That's precisely what I'm calling you.
What?
Warden Lagarde is the killer? Mr. Edgeworth, do you realize what you're saying? Oh, such a naughty boy. How could he suspect me? I'm the one in charge around here. It's like we're in the murder mystery, aren't we? And equally far-fetched. This is preposterous. Sadly, it is not, although I can hardly believe it myself. But this is where the evidence points, and we must trust in the evidence. This piece of evidence proves that Lagarde is the killer. It must be the power breaker again.
It isn't.
It's not! This proves that... It's not? Okay, what the frick? Okay, this piece of evidence...
It's a little stupider than that. I would agree that the breakers is probably a more concrete way to assume she's the killer.
Oh my god. That Lagarde is the killer. What points that she is the killer? A sweet scent can be detected? Is it the sweet scent on his body?
Yes.
It is? Oh my god. That's dumb. That's stupid. Whatever. Your scent betrays you, Warden. And here is your accuser. The police dog? We had him track a sweet scent that was lingering around Knight's body back when it was first found. Now it appears to be smelling the same scent, and it's coming from you. Oh, darling, you're priceless. Really, you are. Your evidence is a whiff of suspicion? Verity, dear, do put him in his place. It seems Judge Gavel may have reached a similar conclusion to myself. The dog says objection! It's true. Do you believe there is no mere coincidence, Mr. Edgeworth? I do. After all, she had the key, and the scent found lingering on the body is hers as well. It were just one or the other, we might have brushed off as a coincidence. However... Indeed. Then it seems a conclusion approaches. Perhaps we should hear what the warden has to say for herself. We should, and then we have... The case will finally be at an end. You're all being simply awful. Stop looking at me like that. Me, the killer? How could I possibly do such a thing? Verity told me everything she knows about the case, sweetie. The victim died in his cell, so by your logic, I would have had to have killed him there. But how am I supposed to have moved the body, especially as I never went into the prison? I was too busy with work, you see. I was cooped up in my office until right before the show began. Check if you'd like. You won't find a record anywhere of my having entered or left the prison proper. I haven't the idea of what harebrained theories you little scamps have cooked up, but I'm innocent. There's simply no way it could be the killer. Give me a break. Missile doesn't lie. Don't make it hard on everyone. Just come clean. Oh wait, that was you. Shit, that was you.
Fine.
Crap. I'm so bad at realizing who's speaking. Oh dear, I'm afraid you are the ones making it difficult. As I just said, I never went to the prison. If you think I'm lying, go and check the records. She clearly wants us to check those records, which means they won't help us. We'll have to find another way of getting the truth out of her. Please, Mr. Edgeworth, stop being silly, a big silly. You've made a boo-boo and you know it. I didn't do it. Okay. A big silly. Judge Gavel told you everything? Are you close? Thick as thieves, darling. Why do you ask? Are you jealous? Jealous? Of what? I had to ask Warden Lagarde a lot of information on the first day of our investigation. It seems only right that I share some information in return. Oh, Verity, do you have to make it personal, make it sound so awfully dry? I thought we had a lovely chat. Haha, I simply shared the truth in our conversation. It was the least I could do. I'm not sure what's going on, but these two, they're terrifyingly formidable together. The victim died in his cell, so by your logic, I would have had to killed him there. The murder took place in his cell? You seem very happy to accept that. And why shouldn't I be? It seems the most likely place for it to have happened without drawing attention. And besides, they found Knight's blood in his cell. Yes, but that was from being struck by Mr. Carcerado. Though I didn't tell her that, I suppose. I take it there's also been no testimony to the contrary? What does it matter? Knight's being killed in his cell doesn't go against any of the facts anyway. But how am I supposed to have moved the body, especially if I never went into the prison? Do you have any evidence that you didn't enter the prison? Please, darling, let me finish. I was too busy with work, you see. I was cooped up in my office right before the show began. So you were in your office the whole time, and you didn't notice anything unusual? No, I can't say that I did. And you didn't notice anything missing. I must confess, I'm a rather messy girl, and a forgetful one at that. I put something down and it's lost forever. It's a curse, darling. A curse! I even lost some important evidence recently. I was gone, poof, just like that. What? And she still has a job? Honestly, if somebody came into my office and took something, it might be years before I noticed. That's pretty bad. It seems like I'll need more than the power room key to expose her. On the day of the murder, I was working in my office, and looking for something I misplaced. Even if I had a reason to go to the prison, I simply wouldn't have had the time. You're not that bad! Okay, good, Satara. Check if you'd like. You won't find a record anywhere of my having entered or left the prison proper. Sure, maybe you didn't go through the main entrance of the prison, but what if you took another route? Oh, come on now, sweetie. Surely you don't mean that awful, filthy tunnel they discovered. Why, until yesterday, I had no idea it even existed. No, you had another way in. I'm certain of it. A route that didn't require going through the main entrance or the tunnel. The route you took went through this location. The warden's office. Or this part of the yard. Would either work? I guess I'm gonna prison this part. Through the fence. Warden, you took Knight from your cell and brought him to your office, which just happens to be connected to the yard. If you had a way through the fence, then you would have been able to circumvent both the entrance and the tunnel. Hee a gold star for creativity, darling. And how would I have gone through the fence, The extremely high fence, topped with razor wire, with 1,000 volts of electricity going through it.
Yeah, how's she supposed to have gotten through that?
The fence's electricity supply can be cut off from the power room, and only you had the key, Warden. Overruled. Utterly ridiculous. The power room is on the prison side of the yard. Warden Lagarde was on the detention side. How could she have... I was about to say, that seems... Yeah. Exactly, Verity, darling. Well, clever puss, you've dug yourself a real hole now. If there is no record of Warden Lagarde having entered the prison proper, then the idea that she could have shut off the fence by using the breaker is out of the question. But there must be some way she could have done it. Take a deep breath, big guy. Lose your cool and you've lost everything. But if I don't find a solution, she might still wriggle out of this. Nay, take a deep breath and not freak out and completely use your cool. There's nothing to be gained by banging your head against the same wall, yeah? No matter how you look at it, Warden Lagarde couldn't have done it alone. Mr. Edgeworth, if you cannot find a... You aren't doing yourself any favors by obstructing justice with your silence. That was a reflexive objection, but now that I've yelled it, I don't come up with an answer. It's all over. I have one more thing to add, if you permit me. Something that explains how the warden could have shut off the breaker from the wrong side of the fence? Yes, because it's not as impossible as it seems. What enabled her to shut off the breaker? An accomplice. Wait. An accomplice, or is it the time of the murder? Like, how do I see the records? She says, check the records, darling. Well, what fucking records are we talking about? That's the autopsy.
I think she was talking about a hypothetical record.
Okay. So it must be an accomplice. Okay, I'm not that bad. Are you sure, Seven? An accomplice. She couldn't have done it alone. But what if she wasn't alone? Ooh, now we're talking. Way to flex the old gray matter, kiddo. I believe that Warden Lagarde had an accomplice. Enough. You disappoint me, Mr. Edgeworth.
What do you mean? Mr. Edgeworth has said nothing wrong.
The inmates of this prison are all issued security bracelets. The ones that raise the alarm if people go where they're not supposed to. Ah! I see that you realize your error, and we, of course, within the prison grounds, were not only the bracelets worn, but even the guards surveil each other for other signs of wrongdoing. And despite all that, no one knows Mr. Carcerado's escape? The only ones who are free to roam are the animals, and they most certainly could not have operated the breaker. No, so our accomplice must be a human. Then who did it, given that it cannot have been a prisoner or a guard? It wouldn't be so quick to rule either, Your Honor. The fact is, there is one person, someone whose movements weren't restricted, And I have the evidence to show that the free... is it literally... like... Simeon? Because he's the only one with under... It's not? Is it Regina?
There is another.
There is?
Unrestricted access.
Unrestricted access. It's not Gavel, is it?
No.
I would have thought Simeon. Wait, okay, hold on. It's not Carcerado. It's not Gavel. It's not Eustace. The only one I can think of is Simeon. Oh! Sawit? Because his security bracelet is broken. I'm gonna present Sawit. Wait, can I not present Sawit?
Yes, you can.
Is his bracelet here? Oh, it is.
Oh, wait, yeah, you needed to present the evidence.
This is the one of the prisoner's bracelets. Hi, Kyle, how are you? Jay-Chen, hi, Nanigasuki. Hi, Kyle, how are you? Happy Friday. A broken bracelet belonged to a certain self-proclaimed model prisoner. What do you mean? Who is this prisoner? Frank Sawit, Warden Lagarde's favorite inmate. It's strange, isn't it, Warden? That he was able to keep his broken bracelet hidden and wander freely around the prison all the while? That is pretty funky, and I don't mean in a good way. It couldn't be the case that he was permitted some sort of special leeway, could it? Although you are in the habit of giving such leeway to certain others. Bodhidhad Karma Kanis, for example. Mr. Edgeworth, that is pure speculation. In that case, why don't we ask Mr. Sawit himself? I'm confident he will confirm for us, and he and Lagarde were accomplices in this crime. If the two of them had worked together, a certain route into the prison becomes viable. The real route which Knight was moved from his cell to the prison proper. Recall that there were two big obstacles in her path. First, the security camera outside of Knight's cell. Second, the electrified fence in the yard. But she was able to remove both obstacles in one fell swoop by having Mr. Sawit shut off the corresponding breakers. All right, Mr. Edgeworth, you've had your fun. And? Do you still deny it, Warden Lagarde? No, darling, you've got me. I admit it. Warden! Tell me this isn't true. Sorry, Verity, honey. I'm afraid it is. Frankie helped me do it.
No way.
You did it? Mr. Edgeworth, you got her! Nice shooting, cowboy. She won't be wriggling out of this now. As Mr. Edgeworth said, I had Frankie switch off the breaker. But we didn't kill Knight, did we? No, sweetums, no we didn't. What? Warden, explain yourself. Oh, Verity, dear, I doubt your precious goddess will want to hear my excuses now. She is all merciful, but you have to confess, and you shall be saved. Oh gosh, all right. I was being threatened. I had no choice but to do as he said. Who's he? Bohid Karma Canis, that awful assassin. Canis? How long has it been since that awful man came here to my beautiful prison? I'll never forget the day he arrived. Okay, what happened? Oh. The moment we were alone, he said this to me. You should know that I have other dogs. Dogs not confined to this fine institution. Others? Yes, very loyal dogs. Dogs who will do anything as I ask of them. Of course he wasn't talking about real dogs. He was talking about his very human cronies. And then he said one last thing. I would recommend that you take care in how you treat me during my stay here. I wouldn't want to have to set my dogs on you or your precious family. I had no choice. I gave him that cell. I gave him everything he asked for. Everything? Wait, is that how he became the fixer? Yes, darling, I obeyed his every command and smuggled in for him all that he wanted. Eventually, I brought dear sweet Frankie into our little conspiracy. He agreed right away, of course, because I made things easier for him too. So you were smuggling in contraband. How exactly? Once a week, late at night, Frankie would shut off the breakers. That allowed me to go from my office into the yard without being seen by the cameras. Then I simply dropped the packages down the well on the prison side and went back through the fence. Oh. Each one of them spritzed with a little of my perfume. So that's what the sweet smell was. Yes, it was a signal for Canis's dog. When he picked up the scent, he would fetch the packages and bring them back to his master. We had made sure Rocco wasn't in his cell at the time, of course. Can't have been easy keeping him from finding out. Oh, we were all very much creatures of habit here at the prison, darling. Everything runs on to a schedule. Meals, exercise hours, that sort of thing. We knew when he wasn't there. And that adorable little bear of his freezes in fright at the sight of Candace's poor dog, poor thing. So there was no risk of him raising the alarm either. She has oversight over everything here at the prison, which makes her the perfect mule. With her on his side, Candace couldn't fail. Frankie would sneak out again early in the morning to switch the breakers back on, and our work was done. Apart from fixing the time codes on the cameras, which I would do later when I got the chance. You have shared a great deal, Warden. The goddess of justice will surely take your honesty into account. I've been the most dreadful fool, I know I have. I'm supposed to be the one in charge. The day of Knight's murder was also one of our delivery days, and so Frankie, bless his heart, did his usual work with the breakers. But there was no package for me to deliver that day, so I didn't go out into the yard. So that's the secret behind the fixer system. And that's why she was... The police have been trying to track down his accomplices for the longest time. Even I had to lend them a hand myself, you know. Heaven knows how many times I've hauled the secretive scoundrel into my office to talk to me, but no matter what I say or how much evidence I present with him, he simply won't say a word. That's why you were interrogating Mr. Canis over and over. Exactly. I was trying to track down those horrible hench people of his. I borrowed everything the police had on that rotten scoundrel. I watched his every move, intercepted every letter he wrote. His letters? Then I suppose she must know about his correspondence chess games, too. But no matter what I did, I couldn't turn up any clues as to who his underlings were. Living in fear like this, it's... Oh, you just can't comprehend it. As you have just heard from yourself, Mr. Edgeworth. The words of Warden Lagarde's confession have cleansed her all of suspicion. Surely there's no need to hound her any longer. Has she really been cleared of all suspicion, though, or is there more here to uncover? I definitely think that there's more. I'm sorry, Your Honor, but this conversation isn't over yet, and I think the Goddess of Justice would agree. So you mean to make her suffer more than she already has? Unfortunately, her suffering under Mr. Canis does nothing to prove her innocence in Mr. Knight's murder. She admitted herself that she knew of and even facilitated the so-called Fixer's delivery route. I believe she used the same route to move Knight's body. And where is your evidence, Mr. Edgeworth? It's in the fact that the smell of Knight's body is the exact same scent Lagarde uses to signal a delivery. What do you make of that? Well, that's because we've done it so many times by now that the whole well probably smells of it. Some of it must have just rubbed off on his body. That does match the statement that Mr. Carcerado provided. A smell. Yeah, I always smelled kind of nice down there. Nice? Gee, I don't know. Okay, we already saw this. Evil dogs, it's true. Could try in the slots, Otter. His words seem to suggest that the smell had permeated the well. Ugh! You seem to have rendered speechless, I see. And then I hereby move to adjourn the session of the court. No! What do you do? What do we do, Mr. Edgeworth? What can I do? Is this as far as we go? Finally, so we're actually done? Oh shit, that's Eustace. Yes, Eustace, it seems that we are. By the power vested in me, this court is adjourned. Oh. Who was that? Ooh, it's Fender! Ooh, come on, Judge G. Things are just getting good. Fender, are you objecting to my adjourning this session? Heh. No. I wish I should have shouted objection if I wanted to do that. You do you, G. Adjourn, don't adjourn, whatever floats your boat. What are you doing, Mr. Fender? Don't worry about what I'm doing. Let's just all take a chill pill, shall we? By which I mean square of chocolatey goodness. Anyone? Are you trying to get yourself charged with contempt of court? We're not in a courtroom! No, my bad. I just had a quick request to make is all. As Simeon Saint's lawyer, that is. Ah, yes, I'd forgotten that you were his real attorney, Mr. Fender. How could you? You're killing me here. Can you blame us? You've been making Mr. Edgeworth do everything this whole time. Right you are, which is why I figure it's time to put in some work. Work, you say? Somehow, I don't believe you've worked a day in your life. Then let's say this is me doing some prep work for the upcoming trial. Mind if I question the witness? Now? Amusing, but what is there left to ask? I got a feeling my funny bone that Thieves here has something more to tell us about the killer. Do I? Yes, indeed. See, as a major player on Team Simeon, I can spot a sympathizer when I see one. And you don't think he did it, do you? So tell us, who did? Come on, spill the beans. We're all ears. Mr. Edgeworth, what's he doing? He's trying to coax Warden Lagarde into giving something away. Ask yourself, why would she go all of the trouble of sending Knight's body on such an odd journey? It's because she wanted to frame Mr. Canis. She did? No way! If he was convicted of committing murder here, that could have been grounds for a transfer to another prison. Most likely a more secure facility. And where'd he be out of her hair forever, huh? Precisely. She saw her opportunity and seized it.
No, no, no. Saint cannot be the killer. That's not fair. I was all ready to prosecute him.
Oh, Eustace. I know, right? Maybe we should find out what she thinks first. Don't get the wrong guy, yeah? Heh, nice. Now Mr. Winter has to go along with it, too. Well, Warden, are you happy to testify further? Of course! How could I refuse this silver-tongued devil? Eddykins, you have such a way with words. Just doing my job, thief. Besides, one can't tell the truth without telling the whole truth, can one? I'm simply dying to tell all, Verity, darling. Do say you'll let me. As you wish. Court is unadjourned. I can't believe you pulled that off, Mr. Fender. Whew, me neither. Thank you for the timely intervention. Hey, it's the least I could do. Kay's not wrong. I've been leaning on you hard, and besides, the defense never rests. Am I right? Simeon's depending on us. Sadly, I think just about exhausted my reserves for a cool lawyer chat there, and we can't foul this up now. Which means you're up to bat, Miles McSmiles. Show him that never rests spirit. I shall. Fabulous. Then let's get started. Okay, what she got to say? I really don't think anyone could have done it, but that dreadful man Canis. There's no telling what went on between him and the victim. Perhaps he simply took a disliking to him. He's certainly the type. But whatever the sordid details, it was him. He stabbed that poor man to death. And then he had his dog dispose of the body. That simply has to be what happened. The victim, Mr. Knight, yes? I did him the most terrible disservice. Yes, you killed him. I suppose you could put it that way. If I weren't such a sorry excuse for a warden, this would have never have happened. And that's why I have to clean up this terrible mess. Warden Lagarde, as ever, your honesty is truly your credit. I'm certain Mr. Knight was looking down and weeping tears of gratitude, sure. You've clearly never met Mr. Knight, yeah. Okay. I really don't think anyone could have done it but that dreadful man Canis. You seem very confident in your assertion. Why is that? Because all of the other children in my little home are absolute sweethearts. They have faith in themselves and in one another. They have faith in the guards, in me. And they work hard every day to better themselves. None of them would dare commit murder. Aw, Otter. Good try on the gamble. That's very touching reason indeed, and I don't believe a word of it. But Canis? Oh, he's rotten to the core. He's the only one who would do something like that. There's no telling what went on between him and the victim. Knight was being kept in a holding cell while Mr. Canis was in the prison proper. What could possibly have happened between them that they were at the opposite ends of the facility? Prisons aren't as big as they seem, you know. All kinds of awful things can happen. But Knight only arrived 2 days before he was murdered. I can't imagine anything significant happening in that short space of time. Now you don't know Canis, my dear. He'd find a way, I'm sure of it. But it's the chess game. Simply he took a disliking to him. Perhaps he's certainly the type. How could he take a disliking to somebody all the way in the holding cells? Oh, I'm just plucking possibilities out of the air, darling. As I said, there's no telling what really went on between them. You're so awfully serious, aren't you? Not that I mind, of course. Why is she looking at me like that? So noble, so dashing, in that marvelous suit, so clever. I can feel myself becoming your biggest fan, darling. I really can. Stay with me, Edgeworth. I wasn't prepared for that mental onslaught. But whatever the sordid details, it was him. He stabbed that poor man to death. What more can you tell us about those sordid details? Well, we all know that what Canis once did for a living. I doubt the killing part gave him much trouble, especially as the victim was already injured. His neck, I think. Couldn't turn his head to the right. Poor dear, that's what they told me when they brought him in anyway. They must make some sort of report for the warden when new prisoners are admitted. You seem keen for us to think that you didn't know much about Knight. That's because I didn't, sweetie. And the victim was simply a fun target to that monster, nothing more. I expect Canis used a chisel that was hidden in the chess set. Don't you? Awfully grisly business. Just imagine, the man probably didn't even have time to cry out. I see. Thank you for your thoughts. They were very helpful. Actually, I'd like you to hear about them in a little more detail if you don't mind. Oh, Mr. Edgeworth, you're making me blush. I could chat with you all day. Oh, don't look so nervous, darling. I'm only teasing. Of course we can talk about them some more. I expected Candace use a chisel that was hidden in the chess set, don't you? But how did you know? Do I just present the... Is it this? Just present the chess set? Carved for fun by Canis. He also seems to be engaged in correspondence just via postal mail. I'm sure that will come up, but it's not right now. Is it this? No, it's not that. Oh my god! Okay. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, Lagarde. Okay. I expect Canis to use the chisel. It would have been easy to work for that vile assassin. And he had his dog dispose of the body. This simply has to be what happened. Okay, I expect Canis used the chisel that was hidden in the chess set, don't you? Maybe I just present the chess set? Okay. I was right! I was overthinking it! Oh my god.
Yeah.
No. Warden Lagarde, you strike me as being more careful than you, the image you project suggests. Oh, Mr. Edgeworth, please call me Fifi, or Sweetie Pie if you prefer. However, I think you may have been a little less careful than you realize in this instance. Teehee, aren't you just the most adorable little creature? Don't be embarrassed, we're all family here. Come on, Mr. Edgeworth, don't let her get inside your head. You said earlier that you didn't know much about Knight. In which case, I find it rather strange that you know about this chisel. Yeah, how did you know? I didn't realize that she knew. Well, of course I do, darling. Do you think we don't check prisoners when they come in? But you're not taking your way. You're not talking your way to this, warden. That's entirely irrelevant, and you know it. Knight didn't bring the chess set into the prison himself. It was brought by Mr. Saint when he came to visit. Knight wouldn't have it with him when he arrived. Well, what? I mean, of course that when Mr. Saint came in, You checked him? I find that hard to believe, because if you did, that makes your story all the stranger. If you found the chisel, then why did you not confiscate it there and then? Ah! Judge Gavel, did you tell anyone about the hidden compartment in the chess set? I did not. If no one leaked our findings, then how exactly did you learn about the chisel, Warden Lagarde? Because it certainly couldn't have been when you checked Knight or Mr. Saint on their arrival. Indeed, such a thing would imply an intentional oversight if it had been found, yet let through. Precisely. So, Warden Lagarde, and answer truthfully this time. Where and when did you learn about this chess set? You won't answer? Then allow me. I submit that you... All right, darling. There's no need to rub it in. You got me, all right? I questioned Knight. That was when I learned about the chess set. But please, you have to believe me. I did not kill him. One moment, Warden. This is a significant development. The court requests that you make a detailed statement on the record. Any objections, Mr. Edgeworth? None, Your Honor. Thank you, darlings. I'll clear this awful misunderstanding, I promise. I don't like it when she kisses the... I don't like that. It's very, very uncomfortable. Her lie's starting to wear thin. This is my chance to expose her. I said I questioned Knight, but I wasn't anything serious, you understand? I make a point to talking with every newcomer to our little home. Knight was no different. We just had a little chat, you might call it. And after we talked, I had him taken back to his cell straight away. The more she lies, the more thoroughly she seals her fate. So it's simply a conversation with a new detainee. Seems entirely above board. Exactly, Verity, darling. I knew you'd understand. Well, I don't. What proof do you have to back up your statement? I suppose we shall see, won't we, Mr. Edgeworth? You may begin your cross-examination. My truth, part 2. I said I questioned Knight, but it wasn't anything serious, you understand? So am I right in assuming that you talked to Knight in the night before the show? Exactly, darling. I would have been, around 3 a.m. 3 a.m. on the 27th? That falls squarely within the window of time laid out in the autopsy report. That seems rather late for a friendly chat. Wouldn't he have been asleep? Normally, yes, but you remember, the guard was attacked in his cell. We had to examine the scene of the crime, gather information. These things take time, sweetie. I assure you, he was wide awake. We all were. Regardless, I find somewhat odd that you would choose a question him at such a late hour. Oh, you're such a tease, aren't you? Ugh. Anyway, no matter how odd you think it is, I had brought him to me, and that's what happened. Must you really insist on questioning every last thing I say? Sorry, Fiefs, he's like a dog with a bone sometimes. I'll be sure to scold him once we're done. Though, would you mind giving us a little more info, like where you had him brought to? My office, of course. Where else? Her office, which is where we believe the body was moved from. Would you mind appending what you said to your testimony? Anything for you, darling. It was around 3 a.m. the night before the show. I had to bring him to my office. Remind me where your office is. You've seen the sign in the detention center corridor, I imagine? The one that says no entry? That's it, sweetie. My office is just up there, a short walk from the holding cells. I understand that you also have access to the yard. Why, of course. That's where my gorgeous little garden is. Oh, I see where you're going with this. You're saying that's how I moved the body. You had a means and the opportunity. It's hardly impossible. Hardly impossible proves nothing. You have no evidence for this assertion. There is no other way that the body could have been moved. Surely you haven't forgotten that it was Mr. Saint who dropped Mr. Knight's body down the well. Yeah, which... Whoa, sorry.
Yeah, what she said. You're miles off, Edgeworth.
Miles off. Probably shouldn't push this any further for now. I make a point of talking to every newcomer to our little home. What did you and Knight speak about? Oh, nothing much. Just some small talk, really. I asked him of what animals he liked and what his hobbies were. His hobbies? Then I imagine you talked about chess? Oh, yes. I couldn't stop talking about it, in fact. He even had a piece of paper covered with little notes in it about his cell. At least, I think that's what they were talking about. So she's seen Knight's correspondence chess diagram. Knight was no different. We just had a little chat, you might call it. How was he when you spoke with him? Oh, he was so open and honest, darling. What? Now it's your turn, Matt.
That guy honest?
He was talking about one croissant and promoting a prawn. I suppose he must have been hungry. And passant and promoting a pawn. It seems he sparred no one from his obsession with chess. And after we talked, I had him take it back to his cell straight away. If he really had gone back to his cell, he would still be alive today. You really think I murdered that poor man right there in my office, don't you? But what motive would I have, darling? I'm no angel. I have my grudges against Canis, but Knight had nothing to do with that animal. She really does hate Canis. Warden Lagarde, I must insist that you append your statement to your testimony. I'm no angel. I have my grudges against Canis, but Knight had nothing to do with that animal. Okay, now Knight had nothing to do with that animal. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, so that is this one. Okay. Yay! Okay. Judge Gavel, I'd like you to take a look at this. Notes about a game of chess. What's the significance of this, Mr. Edgeworth? It was found in Knight's cell, which is exactly where you saw that too, Warden Lagarde. But you didn't just see the game of Knight's cell, did you? You seen it in Mr. Connis' cell too. What? What do you mean? Oh, come on now. Don't tell me you haven't taken a look at a chessboard in maximum security. I imagine you watch this every move like a hawk, or rather, I imagine you feel that doing so is your only option. She wants to find out who his cronies are, right? Personally interrogating your own prisoners is highly irregular, to say the least. But as you said, Mr. Connis had threatened you. He put your precious home at risk. And that's why you took it upon yourself to question him. You wanted to find out who his dogs were. So what if I did? You also told us that you read his letters, which means you must have known about one key fact. You knew he was playing correspondence chess. Ah! And then, who should appear but Knight carrying with him a diagram of a very particular game. We ourselves used that diagram to infer a connection between the two men. And it seems you came to the same conclusion. But in your fear, you took your reasoning one step further. You surmised that Knight was Mr. Connis' henchman sent to kill you. Which is the real reason she had the chat with Bronxter. His boss wouldn't crack, maybe he would. And when you questioned Knight, you made another discovery. For there, inside his chess set, you found a hidden chisel. The murder weapon itself! As far as you were concerned, that chisel meant one thing. Connis. Thus, you convinced yourself that Knight was working for Connis, and that's why you killed him. See, you have no more excuses. Judge Gavel, your verdict, please. Much as it grieves me, there would appear to be little room for doubt. I hereby give my verdict. Bronco Knight was murdered by... Oh my god, who this time? The name of the goddess of justice. Who is it this time? Oh. Warden? Hee, it's a joke. It's all a big stupid joke. You people don't get it, do you? I think we've proven that it's you who didn't understand things correctly. Me? Please, darling. I understand it all perfectly. Thank you very much. I understand that there's a glaring contradiction in your theory, Mr. Edgeworth. Heh, you're just grasping at straws now. Have no time for this. Your Honor, the verdict. I'm curious to hear what the... Oh my god. Ugh. We just have one last thing to say, then Mr. Edgeworth can declare himself the winner.
You rang?
Does anybody remember a certain autopsy report? Of course. We received the finalized version on this morning. That's right, and I was listening to what you told us about it, Verity, even if nobody else was. You said the wound was 4 inches deep. 4 inches? Wait. Riddle me this, Mr. Edgeworth. How does a tiny chisel make a 4-inch wound? No! Forgive me, oh goddess. I came perilously close to making a terrible mistake. Looks like your theory is the one that doesn't hold water, Edgeworth. What now? Well, what do we do? It'll be fine. Mr. Edgeworth always comes through. Oh, sorry.
Right, sir?
Looks to me like Milesatron's out of commission.
You're an attorney too, aren't you? Why don't you do something? Turn things on their head with a desperate bluff. For out you blurt out the first mind-blowing thing that comes to you.
Look, Detective, I'm not much of a man of action as this next guy, but without evidence, we're up a creek without a paddle here. This might be the end of the road. We can't give up now. We have to do something. I'm certain that Warden Lagarde is the killer. It's the only explanation that fits the facts of the case. But if the chisel wasn't the murder weapon, then what other bladed weapon is there in this facility? It seems we still do not have all the answers, nor the evidence to provide those answers. Alas, we must wait until the trial is set to see this matter resolved, I'm afraid. Oh. Ah, come on, G. You've just given the killer a chance to destroy the evidence. Are you calling the judicial process into question, Mr. Feather? It's stupid! We've clearly, like, ugh, okay. No, not me. Nuh-uh. I tried, Miles. Any bright ideas? What is the real murder weapon, since it's clearly not the chisel? It's the stake. Confound it. This question throws everything we've deduced out the window. Nothing to add, Mr. Edgeworth? Allow me to remind you that the claims not supported by sufficient evidence are subject to the harshest penalties. It's hopeless. I can't think of anything. I need more time. Loath as I am to admit it, Oh. You can't give up now! Remember what Mr. Fender said. Simeon's counting on us. Without us, he's... Remember how upset he was? He was devastated. Nobody's in more pain and... Okay, I don't care what he has to say. He's annoying me. There's no way he did it, but we can't save him. Who will? And what's more, he believes in us. He's sitting in the cell waiting for us to bring him some good news. And I, for one, won't walk away until we have some. Kay. Gee, Miles, your little buddy here is quite the motivational speaker. And she's right, too. When you find yourself on the ropes, think of your think of your client. Picture them pleading with you to help them. Doesn't it make you want to fight back as hard as you can until the very end? Think of your old man, good old Gregory. No matter how bad things looked, he'd always find a way to turn it around and save his client. And you're just like him, right? If there's any way to force a turnabout here, you're the one who will find it. Simeon's counting on you. Judge Gavel, you seem to have recovered your composure, Mr. Edgeworth. But if you mean to attempt a defense, I would advise you to consider the ramifications. Yes, blah, 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 blah. Misguided theories? The killer is literally right there, and you didn't freaking believe us. If you do so again, I will have no choice but to judge you unfit to serve as a prosecutor. Oh, blah, 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 blah. She's right. I have to put forward a number of theories that prove to be flawed one way or another. I have made some sort of fundamental oversight? Wait, she said that my theories were misguided. Nothing to say? Then the court will tolerate no more of your time wasting. I hereby...
Sir.
Mr. Edgeworth! Give my verdict. That's it. I've been thinking about the wrong way this whole time. My theories weren't misguided. I was being misled. The defendant, Simeon Saint... This isn't a courtroom! I think it's a little soon for that, Your Honor. I'd say it's well past due, darling. Wouldn't you agree, Verity? Mr. Edgeworth, you may proceed. What? I'd like to remind you of a few things. The sighting of this dog, Helmut, the fact that he wasn't at the show, and these other factors made Mr. Conness the obvious suspect at first. This again, Mr. Edgeworth? You seem almost proud of your blunder. But what if the real killer wanted us to suspect Mr. Conness? What if it was all carefully arranged? What if the same was true for the chisel, our purported murder weapon? Knight had been stabbed multiple times in the same place with a bladed instrument. What if he was stabbed with the chisel after the real murder weapon had been removed? Just to leave traces of blood on it for us to find. That was how the killer misled us into thinking the chisel was the murder weapon. But why mislead us in this way? Why indeed? Why make us think the chisel was the murder weapon, rather than whatever was really used? In order to get Conness transferred. Warden, you took advantage of what the chisel seemed to suggest. What is it? So what it suggested? What are you talking about, darling? Mr. Winner, if I were to tell you the murder weapon was a chisel, what would you think?
Oh? That Mr. Conness is the killer?
And there you have it. That the trap the warden set for us. Oh, Mr. Conness is a bunch of chisels, so she wanted us to think there was one of his, right? Indeed, that was her plan from the start. To frame Bohid Aharma Conness. Your reasoning would appear to be sound. Warden Lagarde certainly seems to harbor a deep abiding hatred for Mr. Conness. However, I think you know what I'm going to say next. That alone is not a sufficient proof that the Warden Lagarde is the killer. I knew that wouldn't be enough. There's only one thing that will prove it. The real murder weapon that we now know must exist. If you cannot prove your theory, then this conversation ends here. If we could just find the real murder weapon...
How many times do we have to go over this? We searched the prison from top to bottom.
Eustace is quite correct. Her name is Gavel, like the judge I did. Yes, that's exactly why her name is. I can still prove my case yet, Your Honor, because it's still inside this prison. This would have made sure of that. The security... Oh, sorry.
The security gate.
I'm glad that you at least remember what it is. And you remember what it does.
Of course I do. I'm not an idiot. The security gate detects metal.
Which means you can't...
Which means you can't bring anything metal into the prison or take it out. Oh.
Precisely. If there is another murder weapon, it cannot be taken off the premises. But nor can it have been brought into the prison in the first place. And so we find ourselves right back where we began. Judge Gavel? What I'm trying to tell you, Mr. Edgeworth, is that if you wish me to believe that there is another murder weapon here in the prison, you will also have to explain to me how it got here. Alright, we know that the chisel was smuggled into the prison inside the pocket chess set, but our contention is that the chisel was not the real murder weapon. So if the weapon came from outside the facility, then there must have been a way to bring it in. Yes, the question of the hour is, can you show me this alternate route? How did the weapon Lagarde use to get into the prison? You borrowed evidence from the police to help with your investigation, is that correct? Why yes, sweetie, everything related to Connors is with me now. Heaven knows how many times I've hauled the secretive scoundrel to my office to talk to me. Of course, that's how. The fact that this here shows us how a bladed object could have been brought to the facility as well. The fact that this is here with us shows us... The fact that this is here... The fact that this is here... Is it the bell? That's the only thing I can... The fact that this is here. I'm gonna go with the bell. Allow me to remind you of our conversation with Mr. Connors yesterday. Yes, it was but one of my bells. Only 2 in existence. Just 2? 2 and only 2. One for my knife and one for my beloved helmet, exquisitely crafted, utterly unique. My ears are my guide after all, and I must be able to use my tools. Of course, as you said, the knife has long since been taken from me. So you see, there is a way for objects to be brought into the prison unscrutinized. Part of the evidence Warden Lagarde borrowed from the police.
What?
Mr. Connors' knife was part of the evidence in the case against him, and that evidence was here in the prison. Not only that, but the knife had a certain bell attached to it. The bell that was attached to the chisel. Correct. The killer took the bell from the knife and attached it to the chisel. But that can't be right. The chisel only had Mr. Knight's fingerprints on it. Easy enough to explain if the killer wore gloves. She made it look as if the chisel was the murder weapon and then attached the bell to it. In doing so, she made sure that all the evidence pointed to Mr. Connors. And who had access to the evidence from which the bell was taken? Why, only the person to whom it had been entrusted.
Who was it, sir? Who's been messing with the evidence?
I believe that would be you. Isn't that correct, Warden Lagarde? But bells aren't exactly rare, you know. Anybody could have that set up. Heh. Unlucky for you, that isn't quite true. These particular bells are unique, because there are only 2 of them in existence. Ugh. What? By attaching that bell to the chisel, you as good declared yourself the killer. But you don't have any proof that the knife was ever here to begin with. I don't. Not yet, anyway. Mr. Winner, I would like you to order another search of the prison right away.
Huh? But if you do find something, that's gonna make things awkward for me.
This isn't about what's convenient for you. We have to find the truth. You're a prosecutor, aren't you?
Well, yeah, but, you know...
Oh, I fucking hate this guy. Well, this is a worthless excuse of a prosecutor! Exactly! Oh my god. Anyhow,
it's not my decision to make. The warden would have to authorize it.
You know full well that she will do no such thing. You have the power to insist on a search. Use it! Sorry, darling, but not without that evidence. I don't know, Sitara. The goddess of justice cannot bestow her blessings on those who lack proof or to support their claims. Our work here is done. The rest of this matter will have to be settled in the courtroom. No, if we give Lagarde the opportunity, she'll destroy whatever evidence is left. I have to object. I have to stop them. But what do I say? I don't have anything concrete to offer. What am I thinking? I'm never this reckless. No, I can't back down now. I got to put everything on the line. I'm not a prosecutor right now. I'm an associate attorney with a client to defend. Only I can save Mr. Saint, and that means... Even if my chances are 1,000,000 to 1, it's still worth a shot. It's now or never. Should I object? I'm assuming yes, I should object.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I suppose this must be how a certain serial bluffer always feels. Regardless, I cannot walk away. Wait, Your Honor. This better be good, Mr. Edgeworth. I've got it. Got what exactly? The real murder weapon, of course. I know where Mr. Cunnis's knife is. Do you really, Mr. Edgeworth? I do. Not at all. If I did not know better, I would say that you were buffing. Ha! You wound me, Your Honor, but I don't know the meaning of the word. This is terrible for my heart. There's no way you could. That's not here, I tell you. Well, would you be so kind as to enlighten us? Where is the real murder weapon? It's in the alligator! Think, Miles, think! Somewhere not even the police could search. A blind spot in the zoo. A hiding place the warden would be absolutely sure of. A hiding place? No. If you insist. Come on, Helmut, open up. Did she use the same trick? No, that's ridiculous, isn't it? But the more I think about it, how many foolproof ways to evade detection could there be? Mr. Edgeworth, how long do you intend to keep us waiting? There's a faintless possibility I'm right, but if I'm wrong, we stand to lose everything. Your Honor, this is where the real murder weapon is hidden. It's here in the pond. Here? In the yard? Indeed. I don't believe I understand. Would you care to explain a little more? Where exactly is the real murder weapon hidden? This way! In the alligator! Of course. That's what it must have been. Huh? Okay, we just saw this like a couple minutes ago, so I'm just gonna speed through this dialogue. The metal detector is reacting to something inside her after all. Your Honor, I'd like to remind you of this piece of evidence. The chisel?
Didn't we just figure out that this isn't the murder weapon?
You might recall that Mr. Cunnis hid the chisel in this dog's mouth. Would you believe that the real murder weapon was hidden in much the same way? That's right. The murder weapon is hidden inside the alligator in the pond over there. What?
No way.
We detected the presence of a metallic object during our earlier investigation. Judge Gavelle, we need to know what's inside the alligator. Understood. Then we will need to summon a veterinarian. I'm sure I could get the little sweetie to open... I forgot that she was here. I'm sure I could get the little sweetie to open up for us. I'd be happy to give it a try. Please, by all means. Warden Lagarde, the real murder weapon is about to be revealed. Why not do the right thing and confess? I have nothing to confess. As you wish, then you can simply wait and watch as your lies are exposed. Sir! Oh.
Sir, we got it.
It has to be it! It's over, Fifi Lagarde. The real murder weapon was Boathead Karma's Canis's knife, making you the only person who could have killed Bronco Knight. Wow. Not the criminal here. This is all Canis' doing. I did the right thing. That was a threat. He was Canis' lapdog. Curse the despicable man, Canis. Why did he have to come and ruin my perfect little home? We could have been happy forever if it wasn't for him. He ruined my paradise on Earth. He ruined everything. Curse him. Curse his pitiless butcher and that awful, terrible, despicable man. Curse him. Oh. Oh, the dog left. Oh, they were all dogs? What? That's crazy. That was a plot twist I was not seeing. Shit. Prosecutor, the winner, sir. The test results have just come back. The winner? I guess we all been under a lot of stress. Traces of Bronco Knight's blood were found on Mr. Canis's knife. It's just as you said, sir. Congratulations on your— Oh, shut up! He did jack shit!
Thank you, officer. Excellent work. You can continue complimenting me if you like.
Yes, sir. The winner wins again. I think I'm welling up a little. With rage? Excellent work, Eustace. Just a few loose ends to tie up, and we're done.
Huh? What are you talking about? I just solved the case, didn't I?
We have yet to confirm whether or not Knight really was working for Mr. Canis. It will be vital to know if Ward and Lagarde was simply jumping to conclusions on that front.
Huh? Huh?
There's a Clueless, and then there's you.
Well, then I guess we better go back to our investigation. Alright, officer, you're with me. You're about to see the winner win a whole lot more. Prepare to witness first-rate investigative talent in action.
Yes, sir! I'm right with you, sir. Can't wait to watch you at work.
It's winning time!
Oh my god. Oh my god, that's embarrassing. I expect this case will cause quite a stir. The attempted murder of a president is news enough, and now this would be assassin has been murdered. But Knight never sought to kill the president in the first place. The truth is not always as important as it might seem, Mr. Edgeworth, in the eyes of both society and the law. How can you even say that? You do not have to believe me. However, as a prosecutor, Mr. Edgeworth is obliged to accept that this is a reality of the world he operates in. Being a prosecutor is more about than proving people guilty. That's what I believe. We are all free to believe as we choose, but the law is not to be toyed with for our own personal goals. If you refuse to accept this, then you must prepare to suffer the consequences.
What does that even mean? Wait, you're not gonna take his...
I'm afraid I must be going now. Farewell, Mr. Edgeworth. I literally solved this case for you, bitch. Judge Gavelle is right. There must be only one set of laws for everyone. But if following the law means sacrificing the truth, I can't really do that in good conscience. No, it's him! Simeon, you're out! Hey, hi, Regina! Is everything alright? Did they let you out, right? Yeah, but I'm so confused about what's going on. Some guy just came in and said I was free to go, and then I have Mr. Edgeworth to thank. You sure do. Mr. Edgeworth found out who the real killer was. Wow, really? You did that for me, Mr. Edgeworth? Oh no, stop staring at me like that. I'm innocent, I swear. Don't pull the rug from under me now. Stop it, silly. It's true, he saved you, so say thanks already. Well, okay. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Thank you. And a great big Regina Berry, thank you from me too. Mr. Saint talking to me directly? Small victories, I suppose. Can I just ask one question, Mr. Attorney? Sure. I'm not actually an attorney, though. I thought Bronco was my friend. No, my best friend. I trusted him, but now... Well, it's just... I never knew. I never would have believed that he could hate somebody enough to want to kill them. If he kept something like that from me, then he never really trusted me, did he? That's not true, Simeon. Of course he trusted you. No, he didn't. If he just told me, I could have stopped him. I could have told him that hate never helps, that he had to let go of all that stuff. Mr. Saint, I think you're forgetting something. Should I show him the thing that proves that Knight trusted him? That Knight trusted him. Was it this... I want to say it's the chessboard.
Yeah.
It's the chess set I brought for him. Knight had hidden a chisel inside. I imagine he meant to use it to escape. What? You mean he was using me? No, he believed in you. He knew you could count on you to bring it, and that you could never be so untrusting as to look inside. Imagine that by not telling you, he was hoping he could keep you from getting caught up in this mess. Oh, Bronco, why didn't you tell me? At least you understand now, right, Simeon? I'm sure he does. He may not show it, but Simeon's no dummy. A good night's sleep and he'll be completely over this whole thing by tomorrow. That's not a compliment. Yeah, I was about to say, that doesn't sound great. I'll try. I have to. For Bronco. I have to show him that I can become the best animal trainer out there. That's a spirit. Oh, I almost forgot. We're doing a new show soon. I'd love if you could come, Mr. Edgeworth. Ooh. Oh my god. I'll be joining Regina on stage for this one. That's right. The Very Big Circus is the biggest, most fabulous event in town. You'll have oodles of fun. Very big. Sounds great, doesn't it, Mr. Edgeworth? Come, we have to go. Well, I'll think about it. All right, Simeon. We got some training to do. I think it's time you and Regent got acquainted. What? Regent the tiger? No way, I can't. No. Oh, you'll be fine, silly. You'll never meet a nicer kitty cat. I can't. Please, Regina, anything but that. Please. Another satisfied customer. Yay. Well, that was really something, Smiles. Talk about pulling out the bag. I couldn't have done it without you, Fender. Without your timely intervention, she would have gotten away. Besides, I have you to thank for even being able to investigate the case in the first place. No, stop it. Pat me on the back harder and you're gonna make me blush or topple over. I suppose I would be asking too much for you to take this seriously. Seriously? Miles, my friend, I'm always serious. Anyways, how does it feel to save an innocent client? That's what it means to be an attorney after all. To be an attorney. Gotta say, had a blast. Reminded me of the good old days. Like Gregory was standing there right beside me. It's been like a zillion years since I felt this warm and fuzzy on the job. That's good? Bittersweet? I'm not sure. Say, Miles, you ever thought about going into the defense game full-time? Excuse me? You know, pick up where Gregory left off. Get out there and actually help people. Hey, pal. Oh, sorry.
Don't get any ideas. Mr. Edgeworth ain't about to switch sides.
Why not? Coming over to the light side's all the rage. Everybody's doing it these days. Come on, Mr. Fender. You know it's not about that. Chill, team. Chill. Don't get twisted. I was just asking a perfectly innocent question. No, you weren't.
Heck, you were.
Looks like you got a big, mean defense team there yourself, Miles. Fender, I am a prosecutor. Yep, and I'm an attorney. You could be one too. I'm serious. Well, I said my piece. You change your mind, you know who to call. I'll be waiting. Fender's cool. He's a little creepy, but he warmed up to me a little bit near the end there. But his hugging thing is very creepy. Follow my father's footsteps. Could I really do such a thing? I'm going to become a defense attorney, just like my dad. An attorney, like my father. Me? I mean, you're an attorney in your own way. Edgy poo. Oh, the end! Yay! Yay, chat! We finished case 2!
Let's
We
go.
did it! We did it! Woohoo! Alright, I think this is a good place to end. I think this is a very good place to end. We did it, chat. We did it. I'm super excited. I'm gonna switch to this screen. Thanks, Satara. Thank you. I think that was a good case. That was a good case. I liked it. Was a good length of time. I really enjoyed it. I think it was a good case. Good case. The next case I imagine is probably at the Very Big Circus.
Interesting theory.
That's what I think. Yeah. I'm trying to figure out who to raid. Ooh, chat. Why don't we say hi to Claire? Thanks, Satara, for coming in. Thanks, everyone, for coming in. I think, yeah, we'll go read Claire. Claire's live. Claire's playing, Oh, Claire's watching a movie. Interesting. It's the Professor Layton movie.
Oh, I really like that movie.
Yeah, it's pretty good. All right, chat. We're gonna go raid Claire. I'll be back on Monday. Matt will not be the babysitter on Monday. It will be Kevin. Kevin's the babysitter. But Matt will probably be back next week for Ace Attorney. I think that'll be the plan. Yeah. I'm trying to think. Yeah, so I'll see you all on Monday. Have a very good weekend. Thank you all for coming on to stream today. Here's all the Discord and the socials and the schedule in case you want to see it. Do you have any final parting words, Matt, today?
I'm glad we finally finished that case.
Yeah.
They only get longer from here.
Oh shit. Okay. Maybe I
thought we could do that one in 2, but what did it end up taking? Three.
I think 3 or 4.
Oh, if it was 3, then that's within the realm of expectations. If it was 4, it was. I think there was one day we didn't go that long.
Yeah, we didn't go that long that one day. Yeah, you're right.
I think every case in this game is going to be 4 minimum from this point.
Noted.
They get pretty long.
Noted. Okay.
I consider that case to be the one we just played actually is my least favorite.
Oh, really? Okay, that's actually interesting.
I still really like it.
Okay. Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
But I actually think that one's the weakest.
Oh, interesting. Okay, that's good to know because I actually really like that case.
Yeah, no. I like every case in this game.